Astra, I don't get it. I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
What? So, 2 + 2 is 4. And 1 + 3.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, stop it, she's so upset. We should do yoga. It'll make you feel so much better.
Anything else?
Yes, so everybody up and take a deep breath in and out and let all the wiggles go.
There's just a bunch of paper everywhere now. It's just it's just a mess.
And we'll stand with our
paper.
hands above our heads.
Paper in my horn.
And then we'll stand in mountain pose.
I don't know what that is. Oh, I see.
And then we'll do some downward dog.
Yeah.
Feels like we're going really quickly here.
And there'll definitely be a little dog tail waggling.
I can go faster.
You can go faster?
Faster!
Okay, down into plank, then up into downward dog,
Down.
then down into plank,
Like,
then pull one knee up to your nose and the other knee up to your nose, and then back into child's pose,
oh, God.
and then downward dog, and then
I
walk
think
your
my
hands
nose
back
is
to your
bleeding.
feet.
Vassie's nose is just bleeding, just pouring.
Arms.
Farrah's running over to Vassie's side. She's like, "Pain is just weakness leaving the body."
It's just like he's leaving the body.
And then lift one leg up and
Yoga's
do tree
pain.
pose. And there starts to be little bargain tree bits.
Fair in a crop top that says, "Do you even lift?"
And she doesn't live.
And now for the 1,000 tentacles pose. And
How do I
I
do
get
that?
some tentacles and they wrap in a circle around me. There are not 1,000 of them. Just hug yourself and make yourself feel so
That looks like
good and
500
stretched
tentacles.
out.
Make it 1,000. Make it 1,000.
Oh, God.
Are you relaxed?
I hope
Relax
so.
more.
It's so relaxing.
Somebody help me, my nose is broken.
Oh no. Wait, I know how to fix that. We did that in class.
Come
So
here.
first,
Come here.
smoke.
Oh,
No, that's step like 10.
Let this be a lesson.
You
to you.
skipped all of these steps.
Oh.
Just
Here.
Oh.
Step 1, smoke.
Give me that.
Step 2, tea.
Astra, that is step 1.
Yeah?
That's step 1.
Did you succeed step 1 there?
Yes. I feel so much better now. There's blood in my mouth.
That is not good. But the tea, step 2, will clean it out.
How much is it? What's in here?
Tea.
What else is in there?
Tea.
Tea of what?
Water and honey and cactus leaves and rosebuds and a little bit of lemongrass, ginger for the tummy.
I'm waiting for it.
Waiting for what?
Waiting for the thing that's in there.
I already said it and you didn't hear it.
Cactus?
You think it's just tea.
My mouth tastes like metal.
Should have wrote that intelligence check to see what the hell she was talking about, but it's fine.
Zounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sleep for 500 years.
I mean, E could be for sleep, I guess. It's better than eviscerate.
What another relaxing yoga session.
I love yoga. It's so good for the body and the soul and the mind and the breathing and the... Wait.
Was this technically hot yoga? A little stifling.
We are very, very sexy, all of us. So yes.
All right. On that note, welcome to Lizards and Locations. This is Strixhaven session 19. Vassie is currently taking a 500
She'll
year
wake
nap.
up at some point.
But at some point they'll be back.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and kind of go to our announcements. Kat, who are our sponsors today?
Oh my goodness, so many sponsors for today. Our first sponsor is Dice Legion, where you can get so many super fun dice like these ones.
We're back.
You can't see this because my hand is off screen.
But you
But
can hear
so many dice.
It opens and it becomes a rolling
Dice
tray.
tray.
But also a great coin purse, you know, for the RP needs.
And I'm pretty sure that John is awesome and put all sorts of codes and things down there. You can use the code LIZARD to get 10% off.
Toss
That's
a coin
right.
to your Farah.
Oh, I'm not fair.
Payment's done.
Yay! And also go and check out Game Master Monday because they're a great podcast. And I mean, a few weeks ago, probably, you definitely listened to Mary, who was on their podcast. So you should listen to the episode this week too, probably.
We love Game Master Monday in this house.
They're
Yeah, we do.
fabulous.
The disembodied
You good?
voice of Vassie.
Yes.
You alright?
I'm grand.
All right.
I'm about to be embodied.
We live in the dream.
You're
aren't we?
about to be embodied.
About to be embodied. That body, though.
That body though.
This body though.
All right. We'll see you soon. Check out the intro. Cue the music. All right, welcome back to Lizard's Locations, Strixhaven Session 19. Previously on Strixhaven, Syllabus of Shenanigans. Our Strixu girls extinguished a fire elemental threat within the Fury Gale, and were able to collect 2 essences, or motes, of fire elemental. They returned then to Jethro and Selena. Those were the 2 guards that you guys met. You alerted them to the spread of the wildfire, and were transported back to the Biblioplex, but not before Cotton stole a gate stone of sending, not the receiving side. The students finished their labs over the weekend. You ran into Aurora, who needed help with her music gig at the Fire Joke Cafe. That was a new random encounter thing, thanks to Andrew, that you're not on camera right now. Some of her band got frog fever, is what we found out, so they needed Faerun to play the flute and kind of go through the playlist for the metal concert. The rest of the group helped promote the concert in a variety of ways, and we ended the session at the end of the weekend, the last day of the weekend, day 10, awaiting their last-minute shenanigans before beginning the 5th 10 day of school. So now I ask you, what do you choose to do, Strixie girls?
Lament that I don't have straight A's. I have 1 class that
Pretty
I
solid.
mediate in.
Celebrate that I have all passing grades.
Celebrate with toads and tea.
Celebrate.
Everybody here has all passing grades, right?
Celebrate.
Some of us are doing our best.
In 6 years, Cotton
Do
Candy will be still in the first year.
Farrah gets triggered.
Listen, not every single grade can be a shining star, okay?
Oh yeah, did you ever be in something as well?
The B must be nice.
Hey, I have 2 B's this week. That is fabulous.
Yeah, actually, this particular week, Farrah did really well. But other weeks have been rough.
I did aggressively mediocre.
You keep that aggression.
Is that your new catchphrase?
That's my new thing.
You stay at it. Pain is so close leaving the body.
Pain is just pain.
Pain is just weakness leaving your soul as you cry
For hours.
for hours about your
Days.
terrible grades. It's not like your family sent you here to do well.
Here, try smoking.
I'm view only.
It worked well for Vassie, smoking. It's a long drag.
Dude, you took the whole freaking thing there. Hold
Yeah,
on,
it's like
damn.
it's like
Like that comment. Like
scribble it up.
Some Snoop Dogg level shit there.
Damn, alright.
He would be very proud.
It's just like it's just
Give me a clap. Give me a clap.
Impressive.
doesn't even cough this time. Just like
Exhales, and you just see this
Zonked.
beautiful mosaic around.
What did Farron do this weekend? Recover.
True. All right, so you said that it was day 10?
Day 10, yeah, so it's the first 10 day of Olaint, but the day 10 of it.
Wait. Voice of the Tempest. Your girl needs to do lab.
Huh?
No, we did all labs already.
We did all the labs.
I
They-
don't know what happened then. 'Cause I didn't write
Voice
it
of the
down.
Tempest, I got you. Let's see if I can find it.
Findings
Did you
right.
need a
That was the intimidation checks. You were trying to startle people. Well, that was the goal of that one.
We definitely did that.
You definitely did that.
Yeah.
You shouted at people so hard.
Okay.
And then you apologized every single time.
Yes, of course I did, but I don't know what my grade improved to. Because right now it's a 68, and I need to pass the Page Tower.
Did you not roll?
Nope.
Or did
if
you
I
not, you not record your roll?
I did not record it in any one place.
Are you on paper right now? I can check and see what I have on here.
It also says a 68 on the thingy.
Oh, it
So
does?
that makes me think that.
Just as a fun fact, you can also type on the curriculum spreadsheet.
I cannot. I just requested edit access.
Oh, you can save yourself a copy. I don't know. I just know I type on it. Apparently I'm special, guys.
Yeah, I do have 68 for you.
It may have been bad before and we just rolled badly on the recheck.
No, because I always write out my rolls.
Well, let's just do it now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. That's fine.
What am I rolling?
This is going to be either for Voice of the Tempest. Is performance or a strength save?
I think on my sheet. What is the Tempest? Plus 20, so whatever it is.
Plus what?
20.
No. You're just rolling. You're replacing your lowest roll.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
D20 part of it.
So,
And does she have?
Instead of a 1, it's an 11, so it's plus
Did
10,
she-
so it's a 78.
Hold on.
You had
Did she
advantage.
get
on it.
advantage? on
Yeah,
it?
you do
So-
get advantage on it.
There you go.
Plus 18.
Mm-hmm.
68 plus 18 is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So 86.
Thank you. I'm not good at math in my head.
You
They
need
actually
those
reversed you from
spreadsheets.
68 to 86.
I have a science degree or 3.
Okay, so we got that updated now.
That's what calculators are for.
That is what calculators are for. Or paper. I can do it on paper.
I remember when I became a social studies teacher, my mom was like, "Why are you not becoming a math teacher?" And I was like, "Because I like social studies better."
You spent a lot of time debating the two.
I did, yeah. But that's enough about me.
Social
Never
studies-
enough about John.
What are you doing?
Not
What are you-
math.
How you do it?
I'm freaking out about Mage Tower.
Because I need to check that. I mean, generic cheese candy. Not candy.
Generic cheese candy.
You heard it here first.
That sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yum.
Can we get sponsored?
My
Generic cheese. Yeah. And if you guys make generic cheese candy, miss me with that shit. I don't know.
Please don't DM me.
Or do. We'll totally try your generic cheese candy.
I am morally obligated to try anything put in front of me, but
Well,
like,
let me just.
oh yeah, like you've never tried that before.
Wink.
Highly recommend.
Doctor.
Anyway, homoerotic jokes aside, never. That's
Yeah.
Always.
all right. So 86,
Thank you.
good stuff.
It was 86 that shit. What we got?
So far, the only thing I have for day 10 is dueling club.
Alright, what is my schedule?
I've
Dueling
got
club.
nothing all day.
Warden Kynan's dueling club.
I think dueling club. We talked about what you were doing that week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just playing with things on the table now. Guys, let's learn how to shoot crossbows.
What class is that?
I don't have anything on day.
Crossbows for beginners.
Nothing. I have all day free. Let's just go take a crossbow.
I think it was the class crossbows and where to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farah and
That's
Todd
exactly
Kennedy.
what it was.
We just passed by them on our way to the dueling club, and like Farah's got an apple on her head. Like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with this. You're fine.
You sure you
can
practice?
misty step away if I miss.
Idle hands.
Are you gonna die?
That's a heavy one.
What do you like? Some random 4-year-old that wandered by.
You gonna die.
Oh yeah, we did the what do you call it last time? The ranking system. for
Sure.
everything. Yeah.
Well, there's two.
Yeah, that was the whole what you guys were working on that
All right,
week.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just for sake of brevity, you know.
That's perfect with me. In that case, I've got nothing else to do. Let's. Oh no! What I'm going to do is I have that scroll of Identify that I rented from the library.
Okay.
I'm going to transcribe that into my spell book.
Okay, so you're just transcribing the actuals.
Yeah,
The Identify
I'm
spell.
going to take the spell from the scroll and put it in
Okay.
my spell book so that I can use it
Okay.
basically as a ritual, most likely, but also just that I have it.
Whoa, that's a really cool spell book.
Identify is a first level spell, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so I think it's 1 plus the level of the spell is how many hours
That's
it takes.
the book says that. Yeah, it's
So
basically.
it would take 2 hours then to do that one.
Did you want to see my spell book?
You don't have a spell book.
I do. It just poofs into my hand
Yeah,
and
but
it's all smoky
we're not-
and creepy
The,
looking.
there's no money component attached to it because you're at a
No.
magic school. So
No, thank you.
It's only got 3 spells in it.
That's funny, actually.
the only reason why I'm starting this on day 10 is because I wanted to make sure you guys, whatever you guys need to get done at that weekend before we move on, if there's anything, side things.
Getting paid for my tutoring because I
Okay.
did a lot of tutoring this week.
Yeah, so that's something we could absolutely have done. Did you keep track of how many tutorings you did?
Well, we had the
Lot.
3 here.
Yep.
And then I don't know if I charged more because I helped them more than once, but I don't think
It's each session. So a class would be a session, right? So if you're teaching 3 people in one class, that's 1 session of tutoring, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then if you do another class, it's another session.
Okay, so I helped both of you with 1 class, so that's 10 for that one. I know I helped you with more than 1 class.
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so that might. I don't. So like, but you don't. She doesn't pay me though. It's just I'm
The
paid by
school,
the
you get paid by the school. So your deal is
Awesome.
currently worked out with
Okay, so
the dean, not the dean,
So I got-
guidance counselor.
I got 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 altogether.
Mhm.
And then I helped Vassy. How many times? Twice.
At least once.
I know it was twice because I remember. It was, so that's 50, and then we didn't have. I don't think I officially helped anybody else.
No, you got. I think someone helped you with something. I want to say it's Thorhan.
Yeah, Thorhan helped me with something, but that's not. So yeah,
Yeah.
5 sessions altogether.
Okay, so I think we agreed on was it 2.5 gold per a session, right? Because it was 5 gold
I
for
didn't.
2.
I didn't have that written down.
Okay, so yeah, it was 5 for 2, which broke down to 2.5
Mhm.
per individual. So that would give you 12.5 gold.
Hey, Vasi,
Really?
what was 2.5 plus 2.5?
Sorry, how much did you say?
12.5. Yeah. So 12 gold, 5 silver.
It's a tough one, right?
I don't have half a finger.
Oh, but if you like bend one of your fingers, it's like 2.5. Oh, it's easier to bend this finger. And it kind of makes like a 5. See, like you stack them, and then there's 5 fingers.
I believe we're all set then.
All right.
I'm all set.
4.5.
So you got your money. So you're essentially spending the last day just to get your money all paid out. Anything for Faerun that you would like to do this last day just before we go into the next 10 day?
5.5.
I mean,
Closer.
yes, I'd
Maybe.
eventually like to go try to find the metal shop.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So the metal shop is located in Lorehold, just so you know.
Laurel. Okay.
Can I come?
Do you gonna let her come with you?
If she wants to, I guess.
I'll not touch anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're gonna probably take a carriage or teleport. Which way would you rather get there?
I guess we'll take a carriage.
Okay. Yeah, so the carriage going out of the biblioplex is usually a traditional type of like oxen or some type of beast of burden, right?
Mhm.
The one they're using this time are bowls, as the bowls are like pulling you towards Lorehold. Lorehold, just a reminder, is the northwest campus. So you're going northwest from the biblioplex, and as you make your way across the bridge, you start seeing a lot of the constructs that you would see towards Lorehold. There are a number of like statues that seem to be animated and moving. You pass the canyon across the bridge. When you look down past the canyon, you can see these little mesas built into the sides of it, and you can see excavation sites all across the canyon. It seems to be Lorehold is much bigger than all of the campuses, actually, or at least physically looking bigger. You know what I mean? There's such depth to it below, and when you make your way to the main tower of Lorehold, you see this like automaton approach you. Hello, how may I help you?
Hi, we're looking for the blacksmithing shop.
Ah, blacksmithing shop. That would be third subfloor C.
Excellent, thank you.
Yes, no problem. Would you like guidance?
Sure, that'd be great.
He casts guidance.
And they cast guidance. So you see them like their chest starts to like hum, and you just feel like almost more energy flowing through you. You know what I mean? And I don't know, something different about you. Well, right that way.
Thank you.
Hi, would you need assistance?
The same place, just with her.
Third subfloor C.
Okay, how do we get to third subfloor C?
Are you asking me?
Sure.
Oh, you were looking there, so I wasn't sure.
I turned my eyes into little like chameleon eyes, so I'm looking at the both of them.
Oh, fantastic. Third floor C. Take the dung ladder down to the left.
What?
Sounds fantastic.
Awesome. Hi, and it looks to the next person, and it starts talking.
It's an interesting conversation. Okay, let's get to the dumb waiter.
It sounds so mean.
You get to this gigantic mine shaft. It's not a dumbwaiter at all. It's just a giant mine shaft.
I'm going to pat it and say, you are a very
Is it
smart
one of those
waiter."
like mine like elevator shafts?
Yeah, it's an elevator shaft, but it's like a really like kind of, I wouldn't say like Rococo Baroque, but it's very ornamented, like super ornamented.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I don't say like Rococo stuff because it's not like plaster or shit. Like it's like nicely gilded and such, you know. And so when you get to the shaft, you see a panel of buttons, and like I mean, it literally has like floors 50 through 30. Like it has like a ton of like there are ranges, and then once you hit a button, it then pops up with like 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D, 3E. Like it seems like a ton of fucking floors.
Is it weird to anybody else that shaft applies not only to a long cylindrical long thing, but also an absence of that, like where you bore into like rock, it's still considered a shaft? Like a shaft is both itself and not itself.
Where's the live by?
I can't emphasize
Hear
enough
that,
how much
ladies?
I've never
You've
thought
also
of
got a
anything.
shaft.
What's that?
I've never thought of anything.
It's true.
Anyways.
So you see a range of buttons, and the first one you see is subfloor 1 through 10. And so when you hit that, it then like redoes all the buttons, and now it's like subfloor 1A through G, subfloor B A through G, subfloor 3 A through G, and stuff like that.
But what if I wanted subfloor like 3H? And by H I mean M? Because I have the alphabet.
Well,
What?
both H and M are not existent on this because it only goes to G.
You're right. I don't
But
know
that's the alphabet, folks. She's speaking Draconic. Don't worry about it.
So are we? So
The alphabet's different.
are we? We've walked onto the
Astro,
elevator.
everything.
Elevator.
What is
Okay.
happening?
You have the panel now.
Okay. First, gonna press subfloor 3C.
Okay, so you click that, and then it goes, and you see like the arms that like
Cotton Candy is going to press a couple more buttons.
okay.
Only
Which-
a couple.
Which button?
Below 3 or above 3.
Above 3.
Okay, so you see like these arms like kind of come out and they extend.
Farah's very distracted by like looking at the machinations.
Okay, and they clamp onto these poles, like these railing poles, these cables, and you see it turn blue. It goes, and it's smooth. You don't even feel like the inertia switch, right? It just starts to immediately fall very gracefully.
I'm also gonna press all the buttons below the floor we want to go to.
All of them?
Like 3D through 3G. Okay.
Or 3D through 8G?
I thought that's true. All of them.
Okay.
Through 10G or whatever.
Do you just let her hit all the buttons?
But only I hit a couple above us and
I
all
think-
of the ones below us.
I think Farrah will be looking up, and then she'll see she'll hear clack, 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 clack. She's like,
Hey, stop.
and she'll like swatting her hands.
It won't interfere with us.
Swat, 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 swat.
As she says that, it takes you to subfloor 2A, which is one of the buttons that does interfere with you.
Yes, there were two that did.
So subfloor 2A, and you see it say alchemist supplies, right? And then it stops. Then the door.
Spam the door closed button.
Then it takes you to subfloor 2G, and when you get to subfloor 2G, it just has on it. It says target practice, right? And so target practice, and you can kind of see it looks pretty crowded in there. This is where you take crossbow 1-on-1.
Oh no.
And so after that, doors close, and then it takes you to subfloor 3C.
And now your guidance falls away because it only lasts a minute.
Oh
And so
no.
when you get to 3C, you can already start hearing the clanking of the anvil, and you can just feel more heat coming from when the doors begin to. It's like a cage doors. They open up, and then once it opens up, you just feel the heat kind of embrace inside.
Mm.
And you catch on fire.
Farrah's like, ooh, and she's like eager, and she like kind of runs away.
And by run, do you mean like gallop like a deer? Almost?
Yes, like little skips,
Little skip.
little skipping going on, like clop, 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 clop.
This was Lorehold.
This is more holes. Yep.
Figure I should write that down.
Okay. So you guys get off on this floor, I'm guessing, and so you can see what seems to be like almost like a market stall. It's like the ceilings are like I'd say like a 20 feet distance between, right? And so it's like 20 feet high the ceiling, and you can see it's all built into the rock, so it's not like even flat. It's kind of like textured ceiling, and there's these market stalls. And you can see like beautiful red banners and orange silk coming through. There's like gilding, like a platinum gild going through the outlining of the actual banners themselves. The stalls are made of like just shaped boulders. Like someone like did some like rock shape and really just made these beautiful stands to present their equipment on. And there's quite a few market stalls. I'd say on this floor alone there's about 23. And so when you look around, you can see armors, you can see shields, you can see weapons, you can see people. You actually see Ragdor. Ragdor is currently at a market stall, and he's working on some type of breastplate.
Is he burning anything?
I'll give him a breastplate.
And each stall, by the way, has a unique boulder shape, like as the table for their representation. And they seem to be different types of geodes. Like some are like amethyst, and some are like you see like these different like stonework creating these stands. It's beautiful. It's absolutely glorious. And I'm picturing, as far as like the color of the rocks for a lot of the background, Chaco Canyon. Like that beautiful orange, just zest coming through, right? I know it's a weird way to say it, but
Zesty.
I too love a zesty mountain.
yeah, it's just vibrant. It's like a paddock, kind of feel to it.
Is it paddock or paddock?
We should ask Chris Cornish.
You just said that, and there's no context for any of our viewers unless they're on Twitter. So check out our Twitter.
Or else.
So, what are you looking for?
I'm mostly just kind of familiarize myself with the shop, kind of get like my maybe like forge a little bit, or just like just kind of get my hands dirty a little bit.
Maybe we should take a tour from Ragdor.
Probably I should have.
That's not a bad idea.
Hi Ragdor, that looks really really, really pretty.
You see Ragdor, he has a it's that magical anvil you see him make, like he does the twisting of the gears and the hammer strikes, and he's working on his breastplate for his essentially his suit of armor.
You're gonna
Right.
look so hot in that.
Oi, how you all doing? It's great to see you. He's like, sorry for all the heat right now. I got the ferns turned up.
No, it's familiar.
It's it may build a sweat, but just kind of giving it a little bit more shaping. I want to get some detailing into the armor.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see him. He's making this like logo, and it has RS put into it, but the R like curves, kind of like the Robin R from like Batman, the Robin R, and then the S just kind of circle, like the bottom of the S swoops around to the top of the S.
Mm.
And he's like, adding some initials to it, you know.
Bit of a trade signature. Huh?
Yeah, I just want to start. My goal is to start branding some stuff and really get my name out there.
Of course. I like the work you've been doing here. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's there's a big donation to Strixhaven. It's called Ketamenthral.
Is there ever...
You could do a history check on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see if where...
It is not from the Fae, so it is a harder DC for you.
Fair enough. The history check you said?
Yeah, history check.
Nope.
13.
13.
You got a 3.
3 for you, 13 for you. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know why she would know.
You know, based on those roles, I'd say that Ketamenthral is an extremely foreign word. Like, you're like trying to like immediately like Ketamenthral, what the? Yeah, I mean like. Yeah,
Ketamine
huh?
throw? Ketamine throw?
I'm guessing you guys are not familiar with it.
Ketamine tall.
Well, it's just not something we've seen in the Fae before,
Well,
so...
that makes sense. Dwarven Mines, northwest of Faerun. It's a ancient city that would have it. But there was a guest professor that came by, donated quite a bit of it. They seem to have a pretty endless supply, it seems, and they. But it's a mix between like adamantine and at least structure with a little bit of mithril. It's a beautiful, beautiful metal. It has such magic resonance to it. Like most of my armor I'm trying to make my suit out of is going to be Ketamenthral.
God, Saphira must be rich as shit.
So the metal itself, it like I said, it holds in. It's like a good conduit for magic.
Does it have any kind of magical latency into it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when you start to craft with it, it creates a almost like a vibration to it. And that vibration, that hum, it just naturally attracts whatever rune enchanting you're doing to it. Have you guys met Jarvian, right?
Yeah, of course.
You saw that arm on the leg of his. That's Ketamenthral.
That is really cool looking.
Yeah, apparently that was crafted by some artificer, and it was made. Apparently, he knows the donator.
Interesting. I didn't realize there were such prestigious benefactors donating to the Smith.
Yes, Strixhaven's got quite a few.
Yeah, but to the like the smithing.
Oh yeah. So there's 2 stalls down to the left. There's a person who deals in adamantine, but that adamantine comes from the Underdark, and it's a pretty expensive fee, right? Great against bludgeoning. Let me just get that right.
What else can we know about this place? It looks pretty vast.
Yeah, it's huge. The cool thing about the actual crafting here is that there's stations just northeast of here. So I'd say like 10 stalls down, forward, like up, and take 2 to the right, and you'll see an open station. It's an open forge for anybody who wants to practice. They actually call it practice room, and so anybody's welcome. Loreholds, people who actually go to Lorehold, well, they actually get an individual room that's actually assigned to them, which is
like
really
a studio space.
Yeah, you probably noticed the elevator shaft, right? It had tons of buttons. Some of those are studio spaces that are just rented out to a student.
They get a whole
floor. Yeah. They actually they put apartments. They can put their apartments inside it. Dude, Lordhold they got some money.
Did.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with the other places, but this place in Quandrix, they kind of got my eye right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
She keeps like looking around and like seeing like just like the ash and the smoke and the fumes, and she's just like,
Yeah, I want to take a lot of like prismari classes because I want to get more elemental with my enchantments, right? So like, how cool it would be making armor that when you attack it, not only is it resistant to the elemental damage, but it can reverberate and give back that type of damage when you hit it.
it's quite the review.
I see what you're
Hellish review.
Yeah, so we got stalls all around. Like I said, 10 up, 2 to the right, and you'll find a practice room. That's for anybody, any student that's not a part of Lorehold is welcome there.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I rented this stall, so that way I don't have to use the practice room. I have my own stall and stuff like that, and I can sell here too. If you ever want to rent one, you can make payments and sell.
How much is the rent?
So it comes out of your if you have a job, it would be a payment. So rather than me getting paid by the school, I just use the payment to pay for my stall. So it's 5 gold per attendee.
And you can just leave your supplies here?
Yeah, it's magically enchanted. Yeah, there's a lot of, you see these, and you see now on the top, there's these like runes, like glyphs, and he's like, yeah, those are Mordenkainen's glyphs. And so those are really strong glyphs.
So that keeps people from taking your stuff?
Yeah, it's so essentially it creates a barrier straight down, and it's an alarm spell. And when the alarm spell goes off, it also alerts the security on each floor.
So I shouldn't cross it right now?
No, it's fine. So as long as I'm at the stall, it's good. And he kind of shows you there's a tattoo. It's like a temporary tattoo on his wrist, and that wrist is essentially the same glyph that's above him.
Very cool.
Yeah. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just kind of trying to get a lay of the land?
More just lay of the land right now. I used to forge a lot, but since getting into school, I haven't really jumped back into it. I feel a little out of it, and she kind of like moves her wrists around. It's like it's just been a little while since I've got my hands dirty, so.
Well, there's nothing like getting back into it. Let me get you that.
Don't you currently have like
good.
weird hands, Norman?
They're not. It's not weird hands. They're just. It's like they're supposed to be like just almost like they're a part of my hand.
Yeah.
Now.
So yeah. Yep.
I think there's like
it's well blended as a senior to it, but yeah.
It's like you can kind of. I think in certain lights you can see.
It's like a translucentness to it almost.
Yeah, but it's supposed to just look like my hands. But
it's I'd say the closest to it would be like if light hits it right, it would feel like Lyrian
I'm
veins.
just picturing her with the robot devil's hands.
He
True
then points.
and
So since you say you want to give a lay of the land, he kind of points to you and he's like, "So this stall does an adamantine. This one does arrow crystal, aquastone, asmork steel." And he kind of points and he's like, "This one does coral. This one's mainly only creature hides." Then he points over to a place that does leaf weave, and infernal steel.
What? Leaf weave?
Leaf weave. Yeah.
Leaf weave.
What's leaf weave?
It's a stronger but more flexible leather.
Oh, I'm less interested now.
And then he points out to
Wait, what's the leaf weave hide?
sorry, what was that?
What's the leaf weave hide? Like the hide of the leaf weave.
Where does it come from? He's
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
So it comes from a. This is going to sound really weird, but it comes from decaying treants.
More interested.
Re-interested.
As in they've perished?
When they perish, yeah. It's a post product, not a living product.
This seems like it would require some
Treant murder?
well that seems like it would require some kind of prior pre-mortem consent warrants.
I see what you're saying. No. Yeah. I don't know. I never used it personally. I'm more of a middleman myself. But from what I've never worked with it personally, but the only thing I know is that they find treants that kind of like graveyards, if you will, right? And so those graveyards are where they can recycle the wood from it.
It is important to recycle.
What's interesting though, it's not the outer bark,
Oh.
right? If you've seen a tree and there's bark on the outside, it's the inner side, like almost the skin underneath the bark.
Probably could have made the bark, but not the other bit.
I said I don't work with it. I've used a few things that are unique here, like shadow silk and shadow fur linen. I've used that before, but nothing like that. There's also spiritual wood, which comes from druidic circles.
I'm trying to think.
I'll
so
give you some spiritual.
what? I'm trying to think of what metals Faerun would have worked with being in the Feywild.
In the Fey?
Yeah. Because
I would say you'd be familiar with definitely different types scaling from like creatures. You know, like a creature's scales, right?
Green dragons.
Was that?
Green dragons.
Yeah, dark steel would be something you'd be familiar with. What else I got here that you'd know? You wouldn't know anything infernal, but you'd be familiar with arrow crystal.
It'd be hard to kind of.
aerial crystal.
Arrow, A-E-R-O.
AERO.
Yeah.
Crystal.
The thing about the Feywild too, like, there's so much energy and chaoticness in the Feywild that crafting something out of something from there would be inherently kind of risky, because like there's so much stuff that can happen from stuff with like you
I
barely
don't know, that flute you made is really cool.
yeah. Well,
You'd be familiar with mithril, even though it's located in both the dwarven mines of the. Oh my gosh, what's the main realm called? I'm blanking. The realm though itself, material plane. Even though it's there too, it's also in the Fae, and something that's unique only to Fae is called stellar iron.
Ooh, sexy.
it's stellar.
Yeah.
It's extremely expensive. Like to give you, because you've worked with it before, on the cheap side, it would be 550 gold for a unit of that.
How much is a unit? Like, what can you make with a unit of that?
A unit.
Is it like a bar?
An ingot?
It's an ingot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a better way of saying it. To give that perspective, adamantite is 125.
And that's not cheap.
Yeah, like that's expensive shit. So we're talking at least close to five times the price.
Does it suck your dick for you? Like, goddamn.
We can only hope.
And the reason why Fae's stellar iron is so expensive is it creates a magical resistance.
Hot.
Versus adamantite, which is more bludgeoning based and structural.
Adamantite is definitely more of a mundane deterrent than a magical one.
Yeah.
Anything that inherently gives magic resistance is
Hot girl shit.
crazy.
Yes, he kind of points you over those things, and he shows you some people who are doing bracers, some people who are doing cuirasses, and you know what I mean. Like you can kind of see the lay of the land that's going on there. Everybody seems to be more rather than like that's kind of weird, but rather than like I am a person who can work in multiple metals, it's like I am the person who does infernal leather, right? You know, or I am the stall that does obsidian. You know, those kind of things.
They're specializing.
Yeah, they're specialized.
So what is Ragdor kind of?
He's specialized in Catamenthal.
Catamenthal.
Yeah, that's what he's specialized on. Which would definitely be the most expensive of the things.
Like I said.
Like Stellar is still close in price, but Catamenthal is extremely expensive. It essentially gives close to a resistance to most types of like piercing, bludgeoning, slashing. Like you know what I mean? Like it's very universal.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I'll take a look around and just kind of check the place out.
All right. Well, let me know if you need anything. And he's like, I'm just like I said, I'm just working on the detailing of this chest plate.
It's really, really good.
Appreciate that, Cotton. Cotton, are you into crafting as well?
I mean, certain things, but more like baking and like making tea. Sometimes painting. Kind of those things.
All right. So a little bit more biological on that side, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, there's some chitin and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's fun.
I feel like wood. There's Admiral wood and spiritual wood. There's lots of woods yet.
I do enjoy the wood.
Huh.
Hey, we said we were going to start making wood jokes. I'm just starting early.
Maybe you're just gonna throw them at me.
Yes.
Throw your wood at me, jeez.
So you kind of looking around, you
Yeah.
perusing.
She's kind of perusing at first, just kind of looking at the different stalls that he was talking about and just kind of seeing all the different things that are going on. Eventually, she does want to go to like the practice room and just kind of like,
Practice?
practice.
Yeah. So, as far as so you look around and you can see people working on beautiful, like someone's working on adamantine, right? And they're making this adamantine maul. But the shaft is adamantine, the hammer, the maul itself, the hammer of it is adamantine. Like the whole thing is just fucking adamantine. And they are. Huh?
The whole thing is just fucking adamant.
And you can see the grip of it is this like it looks like they hollowed out a piece of obsidian wood, and then they put that around the actual shaft of the maul, and then they're kind of currently putting a leather wrap around that wood, and you can see them like just kind of like working on it. And so at this point they have this like floating orb over the head of the maul, and it's like this bluish light. And you see this tabaxi coat of the tabaxi is kind of a like a snow white leopard color, and they're kind of just focusing on it. Their tail is currently holding the orb up for them, and they're you can see them like sprinkling this like purple dust on top of the maul, and you can see the hammer like humming, and as it's humming, there's this the dust is like just being sucked up straight into the room. And so they kind of look to you, hi, and they're just kind of like just working on spreading this dust Italian style and just getting it straight into the actual rune. And you can see some of the flakes of dust, like this purple dust, going off to the side. Like, damn it, I need to get it on. And so like that, there seems to be a concentration of whatever you're sprinkling this enchantment. It needs to get onto the rune, not miss the rune.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see them. You see another person who's working on a pair of boots, but the boots are like this kind of like warped looking dark wood. And the reason why I say warped is because like it has like this almost three-dimensional effect. Like the wood looks like it's coming at you, and it's this very angled piece of a boot. And they're kind of working on it, and then they just kind of like grab the boot by the top of it, and they just crush it in, and then they pull it back out, and now it looks like leather. And it's just weird, like leather wood. Like it hardens and then it softens into leather and it hardens back up. And so they're working on that. And then eventually you make your way to the practice room, right? And when you get to the practice room, there's about 12 other students working in the practice room. All seem to be first year's students. And for the most part, what you're seeing is that the room itself is almost like a MasterChef kitchen, like the final, where it's like a circular stage, right? And so everybody has like a part of the table, right? And so there's about 2 open spots in there currently, so you could easily get some room. The metal that's provided for the practice room that's free to use is iron ingots, steel, bronze, the basic metals, nothing special. You would have to buy expensive, ingots if you want something else. There's a furnace you can use. Yeah, but it is completely free to use. Anything particular you want to try to do with it?
No, I guess nothing in particular. I'm trying to think of what would be interesting to forge just for fun to use.
Okay.
Let's make like earrings and rings that like match for all of our friends. Friendship necklaces.
That's probably like more her speed, anyways, just because she's used to crafting more delicate things. So.
Okay. Do you have proficiency with blacksmith kit or anything like smithing tools or anything that would come in handy here that I should know about?
Yeah, I have expertise in smithing tools.
Okay, so that'd be perfect. So you can obviously use that for this. Let's see. You want to make some type of like a bracelet or necklace or something like that? Is what you're thinking?
Yeah, it's kind of like just I'm thinking about just like casting some bracelets and then like doing some fine detailing.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, absolutely. So you start getting the molds out and stuff like that, and you're preparing the molds for the bracelet and such. And the first, you start grabbing a metal ingot, whatever metal you want this to be. You start breaking that down, melting it down, right? And then pouring into the mold and stuff like that. And the first mold you look at it, go ahead and roll for me.
No, I don't have it specifically up. What for smithing? What is the?
It's Dex plus your expertise, so double your proficiency.
Okay.
So, would you roll for your
For my first roll, I did a 13.
13? Okay. So as you pour this liquid metal right into the molds, you already noticed that the mold you made for it it's one of the the cuts you made into it just kind of makes the shape already misshapen. So your next roll you're going to try to clean and clean out that roundness of the mold. So go ahead and roll again. It seems a little jagged, not perfect.
Yeah. She's like, I told you I was a little out of step.
That's so good. I really like it. I think it's really good.
22.
22 is very good. So this time you're able to kind of shave off the sides, and you're able to clean up the round nature of this metal piece. Then you start to you take the tongs, you dip it in the ice cold water to kind of just make the metal what's that called? There's a
Quenching it.
Yeah, quench, right?
Shakes.
Yeah. And so you got that done. Now you're currently working on making a little an inlet for a stone to go inside it. So go ahead and give me another one to see if you can. The stone you have next to you currently is a citrine, pale yellow brown citrine.
Pale yellow brown.
So orange.
Yeah.
With
You're
bronze.
using bronze, so you might want to use a different color than
Yeah,
orange.
so I was thinking too.
It might be better than to do a bronze.
There's an aquamarine.
There's a I cannot pronounce it. Chrysoberyl, Chrysoberel. It's a yellow green.
Barrel is the last one.
Yeah, Chrysoberyl. I don't know.
I do have these bloodstones, but then they'll
That's-
start to tingle.
That's kind of
funny, so.
It's also kind of yellowish.
Yeah, there's a green Chrysoprase. Chrysoprase. It's a clear green.
Hold up.
Why are
We
we
have
just
some-
picking normal
You know what?
stones? My
How about an
God.
emerald? Would an emerald work well?
Spell that again.
Chrysoprase.
Christ.
Would an emerald be in the practice room though?
Yeah, that's fine.
To just
It'd be
provide
part of I was using 50 gold once. You said that would be 100 one.
Pretty.
Oh,
Apple green. Okay.
Is that what it was, guys?
kind of jade.
it's got a jade color to it. Chrysoprase.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. An emerald would not be there. That's 1,000 gold.
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
sorry.
Because
Thank
an
you
emerald
for
is
that.
expensive.
Yeah,
I
no.
was like, would an emerald be there?
Yeah, so you're looking for specifically a green.
Yeah, green would be nice. A green or
Peridot.
peridot.
Yeah, peridot, rich olive green. Chrysoprase.
Calcipris.
We're
Yeah,
so
paradox.
knowledgeable.
See, I'm
That's
learning
nice.
gemstones. Look at that. I have them separated by
I don't know if
money,
peridot would
and
be
I don't
the
know why I
right
did
one.
that.
If you guys,
I like the
For-
calcipris.
I mean, it
Let's
looks
do-
pretty cool. like I don't know if anyone's actually cares about to look this up, but it's like this really
I
nice
didn't know we're
pale
looking at it
apple
right now.
green.
It's nice.
Is it
Yeah.
spinel?
Let's do the chrysoprase.
Chrysoprase? Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be to put this in there. I'm very educated in gemstones, as you can clearly tell.
Look, we can't all be experts at everything. Sometimes you want to learn some stuff. That's really cool.
And now we learned about a really cool green stone.
Does a 26 do it?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, so when you put the
No.
chrysoprase gem in there, it perfectly fits. You made a beautiful inlet for it.
You do so well that somebody comes into your thing and says, "Damn, you did a good job."
Actually,
so
you know what?
good.
You see a dwarf walk by. That's really good. You know?
I know.
Fair, not
because
even looking
Faerun's
up, it's like, thank you.
amazing.
It's just like, still like, kind of like fiddling with it.
Yeah. So, so you have this beautiful, and you're using, you said bronze? What you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so bronze metalling with this beautiful green gemstone.
What is this? What are you making?
Friendship
Cheese
bracelets.
nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kind of picture it being kind of like a twisted metal too. That you kind of like made this beautiful like twisting to it, so it has like a spiral effect.
Oh yeah, it's like got like twinned like vines.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it kind of like swirls and then cups the.
Yeah, it like swirls around to make the inlet for the stone.
Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely.
We're down a shaft. You're handcuffing each other. It's fine.
Oh,
All
that
right.
sounds uncomfy.
Very cool.
Fixed it.
Yeah, so you now know where to go for doing some of the smithing and stuff like that, and we'll
One
say
too many these
between the traveling there, all that, it probably took up, like, you know, like practicing and stuff like that, probably took up quite a bit of day. But you now have a new little place to go to. So
yeah.
for 3C. All right. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and bring us back. Anybody else have anything for the last day of the 10 day before I move us on? You're drinking.
Freaking out about Mage Tower.
Forget about Mage Day. Yes, next week you got the next game, so it is right around the corner.
I have to win.
I'm going to calm you down because I'm really good friends with Melly. And
Yeah, you have a calming presence.
Astra said that I'm not allowed to accept any more things from you.
So let's all go drinking and we can find Aurora and she can give you the alcohol.
Actually, I do have to ask.
Okay.
Was that the first smithing roll on screen?
Just putting your
That
sister.
was the first smithing roll on stream. Yeah. Yeah,
Did it. I'm proud of you.
Well done.
that's the one.
Yeah, we can go to Fire Jolt or wherever Aurora's hanging out. Do some music, get a drink.
Get a lot of drinks.
Actually, I have a
fucking
question.
ace this.
Yeah.
If you're well informed with if you're very proficient with smithing tools, could you in some instances replace a history roll with a smithing roll?
Yeah, you could.
And be like, okay, I don't know much about the geopolitical
It
things.
sure
that
is
are
a lot of
happening.
Pathfinder shit you're talking about right now. You better watch yourself.
Yes, no, it would absolutely be fine to do
Banishment.
a thing with it. Yeah. The only thing I would say is it would be it would be an intelligence smithing check. Does that make sense? You would use your intelligence or modifier
That's hot right there.
with
It's hot. I love it.
expertise attached to it.
Cool.
I'm burning up with that. That makes so
I
much
like that.
goddamn sense. I love it.
It just wouldn't make sense to dexterity, you know.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense. I agree.
dexterously know all about men.
That's more just
Yeah. And I'm always open to those kind of things. If you guys are like, you know what, hey, I'm really good at this. Like, if it makes sense, we can talk about, the legitimacy of it. That's what Pathfinder does.
It's also what 5e does if you homebrew it.
If you change the
It's
rules.
all about homebrewing. What's wrong with that?
That's what 5e does if you change the rules.
It says in the beginning, these are just guidelines. Make up your own rules. I don't know why Cotton Candy.
Why is Cotton Candy arguing with me about this?
All right, so you guys go. You get Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hi, Mary. Mary's here. Hey, Mary, welcome to
I
Strixhaven.
literally heard you get married. Not
Again?
Throwback to D&D. You're all engaged.
It's not me. It's Hakuna's wife showing
It's
up
you.
to be like, where are my daughters? What the fuck? They told me it was mommy-daughter day.
Is Lilith here?
She is now, apparently.
Who?
Lilith Tolandro is here.
Wow.
You said, go find Mary. Okay, here she is.
That's your name, right?
Wait.
Lilith Tolandra?
Yeah.
Who can I bring to mommy daughter day?
What you guys go to?
Tomorrow.
Bro,
Oh.
do you know how much
Oh.
the Wind Collar twins would love to see their mom? That would be amazing.
I would find a
It's
way
been a
to
month.
cry.
Only a month
That's it.
since you've seen your mom?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's like so long.
I know, right?
I'm so glad you're not being sarcastic.
Yeah. It sure would be really awkward if you were doing that.
It would make me feel really bad and question a lot of things.
I wouldn't feel bad. I would feel slightly annoyed.
Oh.
So you go to.
You can come to our
Must be nice.
You can
Bro,
come
you
to our
can-
Thanksgiving. It's
Yeah,
fine.
for real. You just
You think
show up.
Hakuna won't smoke everything you've got? Come on, man.
For real.
So the next 10 day arrives, and it is time. We'll do what we did last time. We did this where we kind of do the day odds and the day evens. Just talk about what we did for the week, right?
Love the dogs
Yeah. So
and the demons.
for starting off with the odd days throughout the week, going through your classes, magical physiologies. You guys this week is learning about fire elementals.
Fuck yes.
And so you learn about fire elementals and how they make this faint humanoid shape, and they kind of thread through the core. It threads through the core of this wild moving flame, and you learn that it's a force of capricious devastation. Right? It can really just immediately emblaze everything around it. And so there's
Capricious Devastation is a great title for like a enemy
No,
or some
man.
kind of like a Zelda enemy where like it comes their name, then underneath the subtext is like Capricious Devastation.
Not that I wasn't
Capricious
paying
devastation
attention,
is the name of
but
it.
what are we learning
True.
about?
fire elementals.
Sweet.
Do we get an advantage on that because our dad likes to be a fire elemental?
That's good. That's a good argument there.
He
You've
didn't
learned
say
that.
Yes, though.
Well,
we got to see what happens. Water can halt its progress, as we have learned, and it can cause it to shrink back. It causes hissing, and it becomes like smoking and pain and rage. Right. During the lesson, you guys
Smoking and Pain and
are
Rage is also the name of my metal band.
during the lesson. You guys are
Guns N'
examining
Roses cover band.
a fire elemental's essence, right, to it. It's a deceased fire elemental, which is Ash. That's besides the point. Can you guys make a appraisal check to look at it as you guys are in your groups? This is when you guys always look through
No, what type of check would that be?
So for this one, it's going to be an Arcana check for the appraising. And
I love that.
Oh no.
I'm so good at those.
Oh no.
I rolled really good and then you said Arcana.
I rolled not so good.
I think it's worth like $2.
What's $1?
I think it's like 2 silver or something.
That's not very much.
You can trust me.
Wait. Astra, haven't we seen these before?
Yeah, we do them all the time. We saw one just the other day.
Yeah, we
Didn't
literally
you bribe somebody with them back in the casinos?
I bribed so many people. You have to really.
Narrow it down.
Narrow it
I
down.
know. But I remember you made a lot of money on. I rolled a 14,
14. Okay.
which is good for her.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What
I
else we got?
recognize this. I'm pretty sure this took us far.
12.
12.
I'm rolling for advantage to the notes. I mean, you're helping me with this, or what? What is
Probably.
this? Okay.
I'm just role playing how I did well.
Can she be helping?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
19.
19.
For our
And then we'll prepare.
Yeah, no, it's
8. Okay.
We've seen this plenty of times.
All right. So
Dad taught us about it all the time, which is why I was able to bribe that dude at the casino. That guy was an idiot.
He was so dumb.
He would have taken the freaking shiny copper that I found instead, and if I told him it was electrum, he would have said fine.
To be fair, he was very distracted by my biceps.
I mean,
your
so
biceps.
many people would be distracted by your biceps.
Yeah.
They're
There were
gorgeous.
definitely 2 of them, but I'm not sure if it was the steps he was looking at.
Well, he was looking at the titties, and then he looked at the biceps, and then he looked at the titties again,
Mm-hmm.
and then he settled on the biceps.
They make
So
a
it's the
really good
biceps.
pair.
the double take.
Like, just a nice, like, stare across.
He settled on the biceps?
Like a panorama.
Listen, look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Why not
They're
both?
really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was looking down because I was looking at my notes, and peripheral. I just saw look at them, And I was like, is Vassy just like look at the tits? Like literally, look at the tits.
I mean, she's already.
I'm like
shown,
looking down at my notes with this like peripheral. Just
Vassy has already shown her titties to pretty much the entirety of the central
Aurora
campus.
gave her compliments on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Astra's horrified because if they've seen Vassy's titties, they've basically seen hers too.
You're welcome.
So
Terrible.
anybody who got 15 or higher, that was the actual.
No.
That was to get the really details on it. So it would just be Melly and you.
Mhm.
Melly knows a lot about these.
Ooh, Melly, tell me more.
Let's get that right. Melly, very aware of fire elemental.
What's
Melly,
not
tell
to
us
do?
more about the fire.
So you know that for the most part they have a damage immunity to fire and poison. You know that they are almost conditionally immune to most things, right? So like exhaustion, grappling, paralyzing, petrifying, poisoning. Essentially, you could ask me, hey, I know the damage immunities, I know the conditioning immunities if they pop up, okay? They have a resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical
And
things.
you tell us this because we're all friends?
Bludgeon, piercing, slashing. Condition immunity.
And you know from my system here, we've added a vulnerability, not originally, but from my system, vulnerability to water. Or cold damage, you know.
Vuln.
Oh, they already have that.
They don't actually. They have water susceptibility,
Which is
which
special.
slows them down. Yeah.
Well, on the fire elementals, it said for me when I used to RP Mr. Druid, it said vulnerability.
Mr. Druid.
Mr. Druid. You know.
Still druid.
Yeah, no, they have water. So they have, and you know this, they have a water susceptibility, which means for every 5 feet they move through water, they get 1 cold damage. And that equals 1 gallon of water, by the way. Which is not true at all, but it's whatever. D&D for you.
That is interesting. Doesn't-
Look, it's not going to be.
in my head, I always thought it was
Yeah,
vulnerability.
it makes sense though, right? To make it vulnerable.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think. Privy doesn't do a lot of that.
Yep, that is a fault there. Anyways,
Do it our table.
you know that you are looking at the mote of fire. That is the essence. And you guys collected a mote of essence, right? You actually have 2 motes of essence.
Vassy, hold this.
So now you guys will make an Arcana check,
I'm
but
not
with
fiery.
dexterity as the base stat.
I'm not fire immune. You hold that.
I'm not immune either.
Okay, so proficiency and
Oh,
dexterity.
let's talk.
While you guys are rolling that, a mote of fire is when a fire elemental salmon form is dispersed. It leaves behind these small
Nice.
embers that continue to carry trace amounts of elemental energy.
What was this again?
The Arcana with dexterity is the base stat.
Okay.
They need to be. Also, you need to know that they need to be put into containers that can. What's the word? Prevent further degradation.
Contain them?
Yeah, well, like
preserve
further.
them.
Yeah, preserve it. Yeah, because the ashes and the embers still have the property of element to it.
That's not great.
Arcana with dexterity.
Yeah.
So +4 -1.
Yeah, subtract your intelligence and add your dex to get your modifier.
11.
Dirty 20.
20, 11. We should roll for him. Son of a bitch. You need to actually roll. No, Melly did that. Melly did very bad.
No, Melly, you have to do it like this, and I help him.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, don't help him because that would mean you get rid of your roll, wouldn't it? Can you roll and also help?
We'll just say you're role playing, the help rather than actually mechanically. What'd you get?
10.
10, 12.
11.
I'll stick
Only
with my
one person
dirty.
passed, and that would be you. So you're able to get only 1 mote of fire, 1 vial of it. And by the way, the professor is handing you an enchanted vial. It's an enchanted vial that holds it.
Do you want me to hold that too?
I'm good.
Okay.
You know that
you're not holding anything anymore.
motes of fire, by the way, can be used to make fire elemental gems, and those fire elemental gems can then be used to add the fire property to items. So, could be handy in the future. You did have to give away your motes of fire that you guys collected. Your motes that you guys collected from the lab, except you guys got 1 extra one
So we each
You still have, so you now have 2 motes of fire currently because you just got one now
like
from this.
all 4 of us each have 2.
No,
or
as a
like-
group, you have 2 motes of fire.
Oh.
Yeah, because you guys got a perfect 20, a natural 20 on the collection of the fire one last time.
I can keep a nice running list, y'all, because I already started keeping a list of that.
Sure.
Sweet.
This would be important for anybody who's on smithing. Might want elemental gems. The
And because I usually
things.
keep all my stuff on me,
Like-
so I've got lots of bags and
flint
pockets.
weapons.
Hey, Mass,
Hey, what?
you want a sword that catches on fire?
Dancing
Yes.
phantom weapon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like a rapier that kind of like.
Would your ancestral sword allow someone to put an elemental?
It would,
attribution to it?
as long as it has been it would take someone who knows what they're doing to do it. But yeah,
What if I put it in my hand and I just start punching?
you would need some type of glove to hold the act, like a a gauntlet or something like that would hold the force.
Thanos style glove with all of the different elemental.
Yeah,
So I'm curious.
unless the bad
That's
plot
just
writing.
me in
When
general.
does like is
More
there,
bad plot. writing.
for smithing? Is there like a cap to how far you can be as a smith versus how far you can go as like an artificer? Because artificers are smiths that use magical infusions. Are they technically like always going to be superior to like a smith?
They are going to be the people you search for, typically. But they're an art. Well, the difference for me and my understanding of an artificer versus smith, an artificer learns how to also use this in combat. A smith is a mercantilist. They're someone who's trying to like become some type of artisan, right? But an actual artificer like Ragdor is learning it for also the use in battle.
Gotcha.
If that kind of helps put that.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not like
They're not
it's
mutually
not like-
exclusive
it's-
either.
It's
a
not like
smith
one is superior to the other. Like this is the super Saiyan super.
Yeah, no, it's not like
this
it's
is
not like an artificer is the best version of a smith. They are a smith who then can also use that ability in battle. Just like a wizard, right? A wizard is someone who's learned magic who can then cast it and stuff like that in a battle, versus someone who just learns about magic, right? A scribe,
Yeah,
or something.
like I would say that a wizard is a scribe, but also does other things.
Yeah.
And so like an artificer is a smith, but also does other things.
Yes. But yeah, you could be a smith without being an artificer and be just as good
Yeah.
at the.
I don't know if you can be a artificer and not be a smith. I think it's
You
kind of-
totally can. You could be a brewmaster.
Could be an alchemist.
There you go.
Be a librarian.
So that is what you guys are kind
Those
of
are
working
different
on
subclasses.
in your class there. So
I haven't played artificer.
So the whole
That's
week,
fun.
that whole 10-day, you guys are going to be working on learning about fire elementals. That's taking place on days 1, 3, and 5.
Pretty fun.
Then you guys have your lunchtime. Anything in particular you guys want to role play or do for lunch?
I mean, obviously we visit at all, but
Yeah, who wants
What if
Isla's
we do
new
a
sandwich?
picnic?
What kind
We
of
buy sandwiches from Isla and eat them outside.
what kind of sandwiches does she got this time?
You guys are going to Isle of Fitzbottom area?
Obvious.
Well, let me find out what we got.
It's very important to keep up your energy and have lunch every day.
This is true.
You should also have breakfast every day, but that's me being a hypocritical.
you
because I
can't make
don't.
me.
For whatever reason, just breakfast is tough.
I won't do it. You can't.
I
make
started
me
having
do
breakfast more often.
I try to at least eat like half a bagel or something just to kickstart metabolism because otherwise I don't eat until like dinner. And
Oh, you know, no, it's
A
like
bagel.
it's like a cereal bar. It's
Yeah.
not like a feast of eggs and bacon. and shit.
2 bagels.
which is unfortunate because breakfast food is delicious.
I can usually only stomach a bottle of kombucha.
That fermented tea shit.
Yeah. It usually takes me half the day to drink it. But I do it.
All right.
So you guys go to Isla. Isla's sandwich of the day. So, what? Oh, so great to see you guys. It's been so. Oh, it hasn't been that long actually. I see you guys all the time. But I
It's
have.
been so long, and we're so excited to be here, and I can't believe you're so amazing.
I was afraid to say it because I thought the same thing, but I'm glad you are on the same page as me. So today I have a
Where do they get the
roasted
energy?
goat and cheese.
Is it just the drugs?
Goat?
Yes.
Goat and cheese.
Yeah.
Not goat cheese.
Not goat cheese.
Not goat cheese. Goat and cheese. Roasted goat and cheese.
But can I have it with roasted goat and goat cheese?
You could, or you could do the baked goose breast if you want that tip.
No, goat and goat cheese.
Okay, and then I have blood hawk eggs for a side.
Yes. I have no idea what that is, but yes.
They are so irony. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, what does irony taste like?
Like blood.
Yeah. Like when you bite the side of your mouth.
Why would you bite the side of your mouth? I never do that.
I do it on accident
Ow!
all the time. Why
Well,
would you do it on
yeah.
purpose?
That's what it tastes like.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
I broke my nose earlier
Don't
and
think
You
I
taste
have
blood too?
installed
I got blood in my mouth.
Did it taste like my blood?
Probably.
Wait, does my blood taste like your guys' blood? Is it the same blood?
Probably.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know. That's a great fucking question. Now Ash is actually interested. That's a great
We're
question.
gonna ask Aurora.
Aurora would know.
Aurora would know.
Ask
As
Aurora.
you guys
Because
have
blood
no, I don't,
is
I'm sorry, I don't
really
have dragon turtle soup today. I'm so
metal,
sorry I
or-
don't have dragon turtle soup. You know, sweet.
No dragon turtle soup?
No, I'm fresh out.
Oh.
But she's got irony eggs and goat sandwiches.
Mhm.
Haggis.
Do you have anything else?
I mean, what?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have bacon and egg sandwich.
Ooh, I'll take a bacon and egg.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Do you want cheese?
2.
Yes, please.
Cheese?
Yes, please.
What kind of cheese you want? Did you just go cock toasted on me?
Pepper check.
Oh.
I made it.
I think you slipped into cock toasted for a second.
Yeah, I'll get some bacon and eggs.
As this is going on, there's just a Jimbo cock toast in here. Vote for cock toast. Vote for cock toast.
Vote for Billy Harmon. Vote for
No,
Billy Harmon.
Billy Harmon.
Vote
Vote for
for
cock
Billy
toast.
Harmon.
Vote
Vote
Jimbo
for
cock
Billy.
toast, damn it.
I
Billy
was
should
already
cross
voting for
president.
Billy Harmon.
See, look how cute he is. You definitely want to vote for
You
him.
keep the frogs
really
out of
cute.
the
A vote for cock toast is a vote against frog fever. Let's get that right.
No, he's a toad. My goodness, that's so racist of you.
A vote for cock toast is a vote against warts.
A vote for Billy
Change
is a
your
vote
socks.
against the racism. My goodness.
Vote-
I like that he's just handing flyers to the same person. Like, stop it.
Vote for
Please.
Stop
handing these to me.
I don't want any more flyers. I'm trying to get a sandwich. Leave me alone, Jimbo.
I have
Hey,
my
Arlo, is that
sandwich.
shelfless platter ready?
This is too many. How many flyers did you print?
I hand the poor man a sandwich because he wanted one.
No,
A vote for Billy is a vote for sandwiches.
I can't top that.
Damn.
Goddamn.
Campaign over.
Vote for toasted sandwiches.
That's his special.
Goddamn.
Fried
Goddamn.
chicken sandwich.
Now,
This is my.
Who's this Billy Harmon?
Billy, he's amazing.
That's Billy. Hi, Billy. Do you talk? Wow, you're so cool.
Yeah, exactly.
didn't
Just
talk,
like
did you?
that. Yes, he did.
Oh, you
No.
did.
Hmm?
I totally
Did?
understood.
What?
He spoke, just not English.
Oh,
Or
okay.
common, sorry.
Oh.
What?
He said.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Oh my goodness, he thinks you're amazing.
I'm voting for Billy Harmon. This restaurant represents Billy Harmon.
Now, I want to talk about sandwiches.
Yes.
Can we make toadstool sandwiches?
Why would you want to make that though? What's so good about Toadstool?
Because he's a toad. And
Okay.
toadstools. Vote for Billy, vote for toadstool sandwiches.
I mean, if you want to do that, I can make it like a specialty for you.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to call it? The Billy Harmon sandwich?
100%.
Because I feel like it doesn't matter.
What?
Vote for Billy Harmon! Eat sandwiches!
Like, toasters don't have a lot of flavor to them.
So what should we add to it?
Honey.
Honey and dragon peppers?
Yes.
Onward.
Sweet and spicy.
Yes.
And Toadstool.
Billy Harmon's sweet and spicy
that-
toadstool
That
sandwiches.
meaty.
You serious? Like, so I've never had Toadstools before. Is Toadstools like, do I have to like chop up toad to get it? Like, how do I?
No. And I pull out some toadstools that I collected because they're mushrooms and I collect
I don't think
mushrooms.
it sends the right message to cut up an amphibian
No,
to then
no.
vote for the amphibian.
They're mushrooms.
Oh, so toads are mushrooms.
The toadstools
this is breaking my
are
mind.
mushrooms.
Toadstools are mushrooms, but not toads themselves.
And they grill up really nicely. I don't know that toadstools are edible.
Farrah does
Please
like a
don't
quick
eat
like.
them.
Farrah like pulls out her notebook and she does like a quick sketch and she's like, please,
I
don't use.
I may be incorrect here. I believe toadstool is just a generic term
I
for a
think so
mushroom.
too. These are fantasy toadstools, guys. Please don't go eat mushrooms unless you know they're edible.
I'm gonna go eat mushrooms without knowing they're edible.
Yeah, toadstool is the spore-bearing fruiting body
Yeah.
of the fungus. Like,
It's-
it's literally
it's
just
just
the
the
cat. That's
generic
just what
It's
a
a
toadstool
word for a
is.
mushroom.
Yeah, it's just a mushroom.
These are the
Like
the ones that you always
use-
think of as mushrooms. The red with white. Those are poisonous.
just use
Don't eat them.
Feta
Oh my
Bella.
God. Is that like Mario? His name is Toad?
Yes.
Yeah.
John.
Oh
No.
my god,
John.
who?
John. Don't do this to me.
Anyways.
Stacy.
So, Billy Harmon's sweet and spicy toadstool sandwich.
It usually refers to a colorful and poisonous or inedible mushroom.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
colloquially, it is just
So
a
do I want to get the
mushroom.
ones that are poisonous or venomous?
No. You don't.
Give me a venomous mushroom.
I want one that's gonna bite the shit out of me so
Stone
help
over
me
like a
God.
fungal humanoid.
It's literally just a mimic. It just bites.
Okay, this one, and I pulled them out and show her. These ones are good. They are like a purpley red versus like a red.
Okay.
Those are
Purpley
poisonous.
red versus red,
Yes.
but not blue red.
No,
What's
Purple?
blue red?
Purple.
it would be purple.
I'm blue red.
You're blue red.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I feel sad now.
I am, and I make my skin purple.
Must be
Because
nice.
I can.
You can make your tongue blue red if you eat lots of blueberries.
Just starts like immediately just shoving it.
Perfect!
I'm blue red.
Blueberries do you have to eat?
I
to
think
get a
I've lost
purple
my
tongue.
appetite.
Cocktail goes, yep, I've done that before.
Right before I blew up the cock. Right before I blew up the hen house.
Why are you blowing up hen houses?
My name's Cock
don't,
Toasted. What do you mean?
don't answer that question.
That's what I do.
I don't want to know.
Jimbo hot dog.
Alright, so did everybody get the food?
Wait.
You like it? How are the blood hotcakes, by the way? Do you like the blood hotcakes?
They're so good.
Bacon and sandwich good?
Oh, of course.
Oh, what cheese you want? You never told me what cheese you want.
Can
Gruyere?
you get your sandwich already?
Do you recommend Gruyere?
Gouda?
Gouda.
Good is good.
Gouda.
Good is good.
Gouda.
What about you? What do you want?
I asked for pepper jack.
I knew that. I told you to nuts.
Astra,
Slap it on the wall.
Astra is a fan of like the spicy foods.
Okay.
Like her favorite sandwich at this place is a dragon pepper one. So yeah.
She, Cactus, your food is done. And then she pulls out like a shellfish platter, and then in the middle is just bacon stuffed bread. And she just goes, "Here you go." Yes. Just grabs it.
Like my crawdads.
Let's do a boil.
And you know what? He's fucking right.
We're all Jimbo cock toasted now.
There's a cock toast in
Wait,
all of
if
us.
you're
I am Jimbo Cactus.
I am
Wait.
Jimbo cock
No,
toast.
I am Jimbo Cock Toast.
Wait, if you're Jimbo Cock Toastin', and she's Jimbo Cock Toastin', and you're Jimbo Cock Toastin', and you're Jimbo Cock Toastin', and I'm Jimbo Cock Toastin', who's flying the plane?
We are Jimbo.
We are the
Attorneys at law.
Cock Toastin', Cock Toastin', Cock Toastin', Cock Toastin', Cock Toastin', Esquire.
Anyways, so food.
Personal injury lawyers.
Food is delivered to you guys.
I feel
She
personally injured.
I
she's-
hope so.
she seems pretty busy. She's like she's talking to you guys. She's loving that you guys are there. But she's like a lot of people were in today to get it. She is doing a brunch special right now. So that's why she has so many like eggs and stuff out there, and she's kind of trying to open up more of a brunch menu.
You
Gay
know,
as hell, I'm in.
Yeah, same.
Isla, have you ever considered hiring on somebody to help you?
I do. I just no one's took the job yet. I made a posting to the
What days do you need help?
days 2 and 4.
Like in the evening?
Well, I guess I could use help on day 1.
Ah, yes.
Oh, actually-
Evening brunch.
Like
Yeah.
in the evening?
Farrah's technically free then too.
I mean, I could use help in the evening. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Sweet.
You just have
I
to go
would-
through the guidance counselors. They're the ones that settle it all out for everybody.
Awesome. I will totally do that. Because I would love to work here with you.
That'd be so nice if you would work with me. That would be so amazing.
Right? I think it'd be awesome.
So, do you guys all want to work here?
I don't know about them, but I want to work here.
I'm too busy doing all of the sports.
Isla, as much as I would like to, I'm already full up and already taking more tutoring than I'm supposed to be able to, and also trying to get into sports. So
I would hire you if I could hire you, but I can't hire you. Wait, I would the tutor. I mean,
tutoring for what? What are you tutoring on?
I don't, but if I could, I would.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that.
Maybe geopolitics.
I can do geopolitics. It doesn't have to be about school.
I know nothing about it. It's a cool word to say.
It is a cool word to say.
You want
It
me
is
to-
also a big word to say, and it's confusing.
Okay. I was like, all right. I get it. Moving on. She was interested. She was like, "Oh, you actually want to?" Like, oh, okay.
There's.
And there it goes. Sorry.
There's the island I know. All right.
Extra geopolitics.
After you guys get your foods for this, the next thing you guys go to is you guys split up based on what your classes are. So we'll start with life and death for the week. That would be Cotton and Farah. This week's lessons are on Dampiers. You're essentially trying to understand how Dampiers come to be.
Literally hot girl shit.
And asking whether they classify as dead, undead, living, do they have souls? Kind of continuing that conversation that you guys had from the constructs, right? But then moving into more of a Dampier origin.
They obviously have souls, my goodness. Why do we have to be so mean to people?
So what is a soul? Define it. Define a soul right now.
The inner energy that fills everything around us.
Mm-hmm.
From what you've picked up, Dampiers, they often arise from encounters, typically with vampires, but they can come from all manner of macabre bargains, necromantic influences. It can happen from like an encounter of a mysterious immortal, if they're transformed. And what we've learned is that they have different origins. So one person might be one of your parents is a vampire. That could cause that. Okay. Another could be a parasite that lives in you. Right, and that parasite actually forces you to indulge its hunger. Okay, another might be that you survived being attacked by a vampire, but you were forever changed. But there's different origins for each Dampier. Overall, they're poised between the worlds of the living and the dead. They often retain their grip on life, but they are endlessly tested by vicious hunger. There's a sense of a craving, right, that you have. It could be blood, it could be flesh, raw meat, it could be a cerebral spinal fluid. Okay. It could be a psychotic energy, dreams. You could focus on dreams or life energy itself. Something is driving you, and each Dampier might be affected in a different way. So that's kind of what your guys' lesson is on. And Valentine's talking about how sometimes vampires make Dampiers rather than other vampires. They make them almost like a quasi, like a meta, in the middle.
A
pseudo vampire, if you will. And sometimes they use them as people to serve them, right? People that were almost like a vampire childling, kind
A Vampire's Apprentice?
A vampire's apprentice, if you will. Yes.
A thrall, if you will.
Yeah, thrall. And so they've been used in multiple things, but sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes just the interaction with the vampire has caused some twisting. So it could be intentional, it could not be intentional.
I hate it when it causes some twisting.
They typically have increased speed. They typically have vision, and they typically have some type of life-draining bite.
Hot. I mean, what?
You said enhanced physiology too?
Yeah, enhanced physiology. And he mentions that some Dampiers, they regret the transformation, so they hunt their own kind. Others, they take solitude and they try to live more of a hermit life, an outlander.
And others teach at universities.
Yep.
I mean,
Is he teaching? Or is he a Dampier?
He's a
But he's
vampire.
I was like, I don't
Aurora's
think
a
he's
Dampier.
I don't think he's a Dampier. Yeah, he's a vampire.
Now, Professor,
others start a garage band.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I'm very between the life and the deaths, right? And I'm always very, very, very hungry for a particular person's sandwiches because they're super tasty. Would you consider that vampiric?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
You're like,
A
there's no
hunger,
such thing as a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
a hunger of a vampire is it is life changing. It causes you to.
You haven't tried Isla's sandwiches.
Oh, I have
They are life
perfection, but nothing like blood. You see, for me, my life essence is continued by the search for blood. You know, other vampires may be spinal fluid, drain a creature's fluids.
It's the worst one.
I'm so
The worst
upset.
one for so many reasons. That's one of the worst ones.
Oh my god.
Just shove a straw in his spine.
Tasty.
You see, the hunger for a sandwich, versus, in this case, versus the hunger for the fluids, can,
fluid.
The sandwich.
can cause one to do egregious things, things they would never do before.
It only makes the sandwich tastier. Eating a sandwich on the
Some people use ketchup. I don't.
With blood. Sorry.
With the sandwiches.
That makes so much more sense.
You seem like a bloodhawk egg kind of person.
Bloodhawk eggs are amazing.
This is expression.
They were really
No, are the hawks
tasty,
made
though.
of blood or?
Nothing's
You're
good-
not there.
Not as good as just a good old veal cutlet, though. All right.
Like grilled with like a nice pesto vinaigrette on top.
That's a little too
I don't
cooked
have
for
my
me.
NPC mask.
I have an NPC mask for you. Here. Hold on. Hold.
Holding.
Hold.
Waiting departure.
Like, are the hawks made of blood or like what? What is that?
Oh no, they're not made from blood. They it's just extra iron in their diet. That's all.
Are they made of these nuts?
I feel like a bird eating iron is like counterproductive to the whole flying and being a bird
You know,
aesthetic.
you would think so, but damn, I love the way they taste.
Yeah, fair enough.
Good questions.
Like their blood, or do you actually eat the eggs? I'm very confused. Do you eat real food
I
too?
don't eat the shell.
Do you eat like food, or do you only drink like
Absolutely, I
blood?
eat food. I love food.
That is so.
It is
What is your favorite food?
Flesh.
There it is.
But like grilled or oven broiled,
I'm more of a.
roasted over a spitfire.
I like it when you just season it.
Sure, with pepper.
Oh yeah, pepper's great. Some rosemary.
I feel like flesh is really not very specific though. Like all sorts of beasts have flesh.
Most humanoids have good flesh. Yes.
So your favorite food is just any meat?
No, I'm a sucker for a tiefling.
Wow, that's specific.
I'm glad I'm not there.
Yeah, Vassy would just cry.
You know, there's a natural seasoning to Fae.
Good.
Never tried that.
I don't know what you expected from this line of questioning.
Not this, honestly.
Really?
Oh, we should look at the time.
Yeah.
I think I'm due for my next class. It's been great having this conversation.
Been in class for 10 minutes. Oh, yes, the bell.
Look at that bell.
The bell doesn't dismiss it.
The bell does not dis. Yeah, I'll just take the whole thing.
Let's be real. It's college. No one gives a shit if you leave our company.
Next up, we have is Flavor the Founders. This week's
Okay.
lessons are about archaics.
Nice. The big old boys.
And so you learn about their towering, multi-armed forms. They can really blend in with a mountain. They can be a part of a mountain almost. Despite their solitude, they typically carry vast understanding of magic and world's history. They can literally warp the fabric of the world around them. Sages who seek them out, they typically seek them for their knowledge and are answering to contradictory questions about the world itself, life itself. They tend to speak in riddles. They don't like to speak directly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when Ragnar, Flamespeaker, says, I like to think, I like the theory that they were once oracles of Strixhaven. They actually, at one time, existed in the world as a being.
As opposed to what?
Well, when a oracle dies, my theory is that their soul, their essence, travels back in time
Okay.
to become an archaic from the beginning of time.
I see.
So
So you think they're living through some sort of relative time loop?
Yes, absolutely. Great way to look at that. See, it needs to be more like Astra.
Who are you referring to?
Yeah.
Looks to a random student. Yeah. Looks to a Minotaur student. Like, hey, come on.
Be like the tiny brainy.
Come on, what?
The Minotaur starts crying.
What do you want from me? I'm doing my best. This is bullshit.
Wait, no, he's a Minotaur.
Yeah.
Man, fuck this shit.
I'm dropping out.
I'm not the one who laughed at that joke, by the way.
Archaics tend to also stay out of the manners of the humanoids. They try to stay,
Isolationist?
Yeah, isolation. Let life run its course. And only when there is a extreme unbalance of power do they consider intervening.
Mhm.
But even to them, that was meant to happen. Which is kind of strange because just the mere being around one can actually affect reality.
Wait, they only interfere when there's extreme. What?
Unbalances in power.
Didn't one give us like a little bit of rock or something?
Oh, that's not intervening. I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah.
We literally just climbed on it, and he was
Yeah.
like, "What are y'all doing?"
No, I mean, like, a
But then
lich
it, like,
trying
helped
to
us
change
out.
I was
everything.
also really nice to him. I was like, "Hi, sorry," and he was like, "Aw, little
No.
thing."
Yeah, when I say intervene, I don't mean interaction.
I was just making sure that wasn't intervening. I was like, damn, that was some intense ass need for
So
rock
most of your
bits,
lessons
I
is just
guess.
about archaics.
Intense ass was my nickname. in high
And
school.
unfortunately,
Same.
due to the riddle speaking of them and
I
the
remember
just
that.
reality twisting of them, it's hard to actually get a truth behind, like an actual. They're theories. They're theories. They're not postulates. They're not actual like facts.
Okay.
Cutting words. Your week's lessons are about insulting intelligence.
Yeah.
This class will practice insulting each other's intelligence in the most creative and/or effective ways.
Good luck.
And so you see Rena bringing up students and just completely destroying their intelligence based on their test scores from other classes, the outfit they chose to wear. And like asking a simple question if they can't solve it.
I do like the idea of wait, who's leading this class again?
Brina.
I like the idea of Brina just like walking in with a briefcase, setting it on the table, opening up, and then like putting up like test scores from other classes and being like, crazy.
It's the scene from Mean Girls where she's just fucking putting the burn book out there with her test scores.
Oh boy.
You can't scare me with test scores. I can't read.
2 plus 2, motherfucker.
I did it.
1 plus 3 also.
I can do that too.
2.5 plus 2.5. Shit.
Nobody said there were going to be decibels.
Decibels.
Decibels. I did that on purpose.
Mhm.
I'm funny.
I laughed.
Brina, she brings up examples, and there's a student next to you. They are they're a half orc, and then the other side of you is a gnome, like a rock gnome. Sorry, underground, like a surf devil. And She looks over and she sees you. She sees the half orc, and then she sees the Swerfneblin, and she looks right at you, and just goes, "Too easy," and pulls up the Swerfneblin.
You know what? I'll take it.
You just hear nerds, but only in your brain because Swerfneblins do telepathy.
And then she goes, "What is the difference between?"
Oh, this is mine.
What is the casting difference between spell magic and counter shot?
What's the?
Oh, that's not the answer. Try again.
These nuts.
Oh, thank you. These nuts.
These nuts is. Gosh, they just make it too easy. Let's just do some student-on-student interactions. Like, she's just like, I could, but it's just not fun for her, you know.
You could have fooled me.
You want to be the smartest person in the room so bad it makes you look stupid.
Huh. Makes me look stupid. How does one look stupid? What do they do? What's the face that makes someone look stupid?
Oh, like this.
Wow, that is... You get a clap for that? And she's like,
That was stupid.
Vassy loved attention of all varieties, so she starts back.
That was a really great stupid face. You did it so well.
If I
I'm
didn't
an
know,
expert.
if I didn't know any better, I would think you were actually stupid.
Oh, I just meant
That's
she was
my
a good
secret.
actor. I thought she did a pretty good job because she's a good actress.
That's why I said if I didn't know any better.
I might not understand how this class works.
Yeah, we're all being really nice. It's really the opposite of what we're going
You see
for.
Cock Toasted and Cutting Words just kind of sitting there. This class is not what I thought it was meant to be. Oh.
You got your brain in your mouth?
So what was that?
You got your brain in your mouth?
Oh, fuck the shit.
Put my brain in your mouth.
These nuts. All right. The next set of classes for the odds, we have Chromatic Expression for Farah. We have Augmented Arcana for Astra, Arcana Botany for Cod, and Pyromancy for beginners for Vasi. For Chromatic Expression, your week's lessons are about how the body language can affect spellcasting. Casting with confidence is the main lesson here. So in other words, she's teaching you how to, the way you cast, the way you kind of your shoulders back, your head up, the non-wandering eyes can actually move into your casting to create a stronger spell. And so that's kind of what the Chromatic Expression is focusing on for that.
How long were you doing that?
The whole time.
Okay.
For Arcana Botany, Cotton.
Right, wait 1 second.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, I need to insert a row below and then insert another row. Tell me about Arcana Botany.
So for Arcana Botany, your week's lessons are about providing the best setting for your herbs and plants that affect and how that affects growth. And you have like a bard who's like doing an experiment on like, so like if I like play like this type of music, would it actually affect the plant growth versus this one? And so they're doing an experiment. Kat knows this is personal.
It doesn't matter.
So they started doing different genres of music. That's their experiment they're going to be working on, whether genres of music will affect plant growth. A little inside joke for Kat. For Augmenting Arcanum, the week's lessons are about augmenting oneself to take on the challenges they face. Each week you're learning about a different thing, right? You're augmenting. So this week you are working on scrolls of first level. So you will get to turn a first level spell that you already have into a scroll that you could then sell to people and teach other people how to do. Kind of like what you do with the cantrip thing.
Yeah.
So that's what the lab will be about eventually. And it's just about, this week is about getting to that point to be able to do it.
Interesting.
For Pyromancy for beginners, the week's lessons are about altering a flame's color as a signal use. So using a different flame color based on the heat of the flame, right? To create a blue means this, red means this, for distance and signaling each other in signal fires.
Okay. Sounds complicated considering I'm really only good at making my skin hot.
To finish up the
Hey.
ones, the 3s, and the 5s, the odd
Your whole
days.
body's hot. Come on.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
Hotter.
Mage Tower, and this is not the actual event, but this is the days leading up to it this week. You are prepping for the game on Elaine to 18. That's the day it will happen. Your match is against the Prismari Elementals, and so you're kind of talking about like strategy against them based on the scouting. You have learned that there are the 5 members are the captain is Tristan Thunderrook. That's the captain. They're an Air Genasi. You've learned that Nora Ann Wu is a human. They are on the team. Flaredon Flame Rule is a Fire Genasi. Fjord Cliff is an Earth Genasi. And Riverbrook is a Water Genasi. The coach is Coach Faerun, who is the Fire Genasi that teaches... one of your guys' classes. Who has Faerun? Primacy for Beginners.
This seems
Oh.
slightly discriminatory. There's like all Genasi. There's one fucking token human.
Yeah, one human. Yeah. So you're talking about how each one of them is a specific type of Genasi, which means that they are specialists in that element. And so you're learning about how to counter those elements. And so he's trying to teach you, like, all right, when you face against this person, you need to think about this, and like just trying to approach it in a susceptibility idea. For Showband, Farah, this week's Showband is about getting ready for the second Mage Tower game. You guys put on that performance, right?
Mhm.
You've already done the opening movement, which is welcome to the Feywild. You're now adding in the ballad, which is called Hello from the Other Tree.
Nice.
And your show is titled The Fey. And so that you guys are working on adding the ballad and the choreography onto the.
How does the melody that go?
Huh? It's something like Hello from the other tree. Copyright. But anyways.
Well, it goes like.
It goes like sound.
Redacted.
For my stagehand and MC on these days, the odd
Right,
days,
I do things.
Cotton and Farah. Cotton is learning how to set the set design for a play called Barber of Westgate. And Farah is learning the cast names, and you're assisting with the lighting. Is what you're currently given.
I think we need a lot more of this red silk. Because we're just going to let it go everywhere.
Archimenexus goes, that is a great idea.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Right.
we need to be able to get this really gore symbolism going on. The Barber of Westgate is based on a true story.
if most of the setting were like black and white, right, or like muted tones, the red will stand out even more.
Yes. And we gotta have pies. Pies would be great.
Ooh, I like pie. I like pies.
Anyways, so I think, by the way, this is a good pausing break for us as we finish our day odds before we move to our even days. Let's go pause, think about some food and all that kind of stuff, and we'll be right back. But before we get right back,
Before we get
Awesome.
right back, go and check out Dice Legion. Cotton Candy likes it just as much as I do, so check them out and use the code Lizards for 10% off, and then go check out Game Master Monday. You could have them on in the background while you're on DiceLegion.com.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
there's probably links all up in here,
The description.
probably.
Yeah.
The place where we describe the things that we talk about, and also the video in general.
There.
That place.
Yeah.
That place.
I would say right here, but I'm just pointing at Cat again.
No, it's not. It's not like here. Like this is me, right here.
Alright,
This is where the links are.
we'll be right back.
At last, I have reached the tallest peak in all the world, where the wisest person lives. Finally, I'll get the answers I seek.
Welcome. I am the wisest person in the world. Ask me your question.
What is my purpose in life? What should I be doing to achieve pure happiness?
You must stream Game Master Monday.
Come again.
Game Master Monday, the bi-weekly podcast that plays a new one-shot in a new system in a new setting with a new cast every episode. Listening to their funny jokes and wild stories is the only path to happiness, my child.
Sick. I'm going to go home and binge the whole thing right now.
What a nice kid. Oh dear, he fell off the mountain. Now they'll never know how good Game Master Monday is.
Welcome back to Lizards and Locations. When we took our break, we finished up the odd days of the 10-day, and we're in the 5th 10-day. By the way, just a reminder of our school days. It's the second 10-day of Elate, also known as the Fading.
That's way more dramatic than it needs to be. I love it.
Yeah.
Are we doing homework?
Before we gotta get through our day evens first.
Yes.
Our devens, let's go.
Our devens, if you will.
I refuse to do that type of
Gods and devens.
First up is History of Magic and Art. This is Astra and Farah, by the way. I always forget that you guys share a class together because you
don't look like them.
That's racist.
And so in this class, your lessons are continuing lessons on preservation of enchantments. So you guys will be going to do art restoration, but not in the Opus Walk. You're going to be going to the Biblioplex this time. And so in the Biblioplex, there's a number of paintings and statues, and you're going to be going up through the floors and just doing art restoration, making sure things are holding out well, making sure that things are not malfunctioning such in their enchantments. So that's the whole week you guys are learning about, and you know that
I've
for
heard
your lab.
Biblioteca.
At the Biblioteca.
La biblioteca.
Not the bibliotech. The biblioplex.
So that's your guys' week lessons. We'll be focusing around, and obviously the lab. We'll have to deal with that as well. And this, by the way, if you forgot, this is with Arkin Menexes as the professor for that one.
Minxies?
For Mixies. For STEM, this week's lessons are about anatomy. And last time you were learning about the brain and the structures and their functions. So, for example, hippocampus and how they deal with long-term memory, and looking at
in Greek.
looking at how the 4 different lobes, right? Occipital lobe and how that deals with vision, and hypothalamus
Wait,
versus
this is what we're learning about this time?
This was last 10 day.
Gotcha.
And so you're going through different brain structures and what their function. Where this week, though, this 10-day, you are going to be looking at, I just had it, the anatomy of bones. And so you're going to be looking at
bone anatomy.
Understanding the different bones in the leg versus the bones in the arms, right? Understanding how the femur is constructed and stuff like that, and
the leg bones
how the
connected
joints
to
fit.
the ankle bone, and the hip bone's connected to the backbone.
Is that how that works?
Don't know that song very well.
Oh, yes,
Ow, my knee shin. Sorry. Anyways, so I really hit my head here.
The hypothalamus is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
My toe foot really hurts right now.
I'm dying. Someone please rescue me.
Terry.
Yeah.
It's exploding.
Yeah.
Oh no. Please don't.
And the difference between the humerus bone and the cantankerous bone, right? And so, anyways,
Oh god damn it.
That is
I also have to go.
all kind of candy guy.
Speaking
out
of
that
having to
class.
go and to
Be
explore,
very funny fun.
Exploration 101's week lessons are about pressure plate traps and learning how to recognize pressure plate traps and then how to maneuver your way around them. So this would be with Zephany T-Stride, but our wonderful massage therapist or massage receiver.
Wait, did we ever learn what M is for?
M, mending.
When did we learn that?
Last 10 days.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, so it was, you actually know the STEM now?
Smoking tea,
Yep, that's
eviscerate,
what I thought. Okay.
mousetrap.
So that's
Eviscerate.
that's the first set of classes that you guys have. The second set of classes, basic magical auras, I can speak.
Basic magical
Aurora.
Yeah, she is.
This week's lessons are about divine auras, and so for Astra, you're looking at sensing. They're telling you that the lab is going to be about how to sense auras, and specifically of the divine nature, right? And an emphasis on clerics and paladins, and understanding how that magic, right, or I guess divine intervention works. Okay, and how.
The priest classes.
Yeah, exactly. And so how do those produce the effect, right, versus something that's from the threads of magic, right? And so by doing that...
what is the vehicle of transference of power that they kind of use to accomplish what they're trying to do?
Absolutely.
See, the heat radiates from the fire.
And to understand that, Rooksa is like, oh, yes, first we have to learn about the planes. And so he kind of talks about how like the celestial plane influences divine magic, right?
Celestial plane.
Versus someone like
Is it plane or planes?
the celestial planes. Yeah.
Planes.
Yeah. There is a central plane located at the center. Like the way I picture it is, if you're familiar, you are familiar. I know you are. Final Fantasy X, the sphere system that they used. So like you have these sphere grids everywhere, and there's one in the center, and then they just branch out into multiple grids and stuff like that.
Sure.
Celestial plane has a center, and then it has these quasi and demi
See,
planes.
this is why we need
Understood.
the show where y'all teach me nerd stuff, because I have no idea.
I know he knows this stuff.
You want me to talk about Final Fantasy X?
Yeah.
Not right now, but in an additional 30-minute show that we put on
So,
Wednesdays.
anyways, about
why
Blitzball. I
not?
mean,
On
about
Fridays, why not?
basic magic orders. So that's your focus for that
Okay.
that 10-day. Complimentary words. The week's lessons are about complimenting one's intelligence. So you're just getting the the give and the take there.
This is an emotional roller
Wait,
coaster.
am I in complimentary?
You are.
words?
It's going to be you in this
Oh,
one.
sweet.
And I believe this is also Faerun, right? Faerun is also complimentary words.
What kind of hot coaster?
I've been on a compliment here and there.
So each week, like I said before, will be about an attribute. So you guys are getting close to the end of the attribute system of it, as the basic first semester, or I think we said trimester, is our system here. And then
a trimester would technically still be a semester.
is it? Because I think
Semi-
semester means half.
No.
I
could be wrong.
think it's the exact example of this university's reliance on male chauvinism, and we should really call it the Winter Ovester.
Winter Ovester. So that's a. I like your thesis on
It
it.
does mean half. You're right.
Let's get a dissertation on that pretty soon.
For some reason, I thought
Gotcha.
semi just meant part, like a part of something.
From
Before
Latin semestris, or 6 monthly.
Yeah.
or 6 month thing. Yeah.
Wow, it doesn't
Uh,
even just mean half; it means
To finish up
6
before
monthly.
lunch, Voice of the Tempest week's lessons are about studying vibrato and understanding how to produce the sense of vibrato in your voice, but also how to recognize it in your environment as well. And how the use of vibrato could be used as a concentration and a sustaining moment. Other than that, you guys have your lunch, and we then move on into our...
Anybody around that I would want to interact with, or
Actually,
that
go
are
ahead.
available to interact with.
Yeah, go ahead and do a perception check. That's fine.
It's a natural 19, so probably pretty good. My perception is adequate, so dirty 20.
Yeah, you actually you run into Grayson, actually.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
And so
Love that.
he kind of comes up to you, and
He steps to me.
he actually talks to you.
Okay. Fair enough.
And one of the things he asked you, he's like,
What's up, Tiger?
"Hey, Astra. For this whole dueling club stuff, how you feeling about it so far?"
You know, part of me is like really excited and really into it, and then the other side of me is like fucking pissed off. You know,
So Thormon just keeps dominating.
he does, and it seems like he's not even fucking trying half the damn time.
I mean, I feel like I'm not doing that too, but
No, you try so hard, Grayson. Come on, man.
yeah, he's got it. He understands.
I don't know. I think Astra really has this one like in the bag. She's going to be number one.
I didn't even see you there.
Oh, is it just Astra?
People don't
or is it all
always.
of us?
Huh?
Is it just Astra? Or is it?
Cotton's there now. So.
No, I'm
Just a supporter.
You made an
That helps.
NPC.
Oh, I just figured I was part of Grayson's posse.
I roll with it, man. You guys give me
You
something,
give
I
Grayson
go
a
with
posse, I give Astra a posse.
it. So
Appreciate it, Cotton.
Grayson goes, "Yeah, what's this? What do you got on this Calric guy? What's his deal? Why is he in this club?"
It's a good question, really, because like he definitely seems like he's there more to learn than to like compete, I guess. Which I mean, I guess there's always just the people who are happy to be there, but I think we both know that's not you or me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm here to, no offense, I'm here to be all of you. Like,
Yeah, I'm
actually offense. And so
Beat them all, Grayson.
Well, you know
yeah,
what?
that's right.
Well, you know what, Grayson? Like that's all.
Doesn't mean
You know,
love to,
full offense back. I'm here to beat you too. So I'm glad we're on the same page at least.
I don't know. Caloric seems kind of cool and like he's really attractive. Like he's probably got really hot parents or something.
Kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, I think he's weird. I don't think his parents are hot either.
I don't know. They sound really amazing.
I've never met them, but I can tell by looking at them.
Can you?
I don't know.
Not
He's got
even-
that hair.
Not even gonna open the can of worms that was involved talking about this.
He's got that tight little ass.
He then
Oh.
he's like, so Thorhan, he does some time shit,
Mm-hmm.
but how does he keep winning? Like that's what I'm like, and like I see you're doing your thing. Honestly, I think you're doing good.
Mm-hmm. The standings would say that as well.
I'm pissed at Shazzy. He keeps beating me.
Yeah,
But-
Shazer's up and down though.
But Thorhan, I don't get it. Like I don't get this.
I don't get it either, and I've been.
He seems too advanced for his age, and I don't know.
It's like I'm saying. It seems like he's done it all before, kind of like not really paying too much attention to like what he's like what he needs to, and he's just kind of like oh, and then when something piques his interest, then that's all he's thinking about, and he's got enough either talent or experience to just do whatever he wants and still win.
Yeah, Ragnar was talking about some secret club, or I don't know if it's secret, but like an exclusive club I'm thinking about joining.
Ragnar was what kind of?
It's some kind of like
Look around like.
Like a fight club?
he kind of like, and he does a message to you, like a ascending thing, and he pretty much says it's a dark like a club that focuses on forbidden magic.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm thinking about doing that. He says this one out loud now. after he
Thinking
says,
about doing what?
a club.
Yeah.
Forbidden, bro. Oh, forbidden?
I knew I shouldn't have told him.
This kind of magic?
It's understandable. Well, tell you what. I think that fits right into your whole aesthetic, honestly.
Your whole
Your whole
gestures.
your brand. Like it's truly on.
Yeah,
I
I
think
am
it's on
kind
brand for you.
of cool like that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So cool.
So, and she kind of like looks over.
You're so much cooler, Astra.
You know why I'm so much cooler? Because I won't do that.
What of us, bro?
I just said I wouldn't do it.
Oh, I'll do it.
Bless her fucking.
Okay. I ship it, but anyway.
No, I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
So why don't I gotta admit to you, another club. Like it sounds good, but like I'm already spread thin. Like,
Are you trying to get in the mage tower?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it was.
Yeah, so
You know,
I've got that.
There's
I've
a
got my
great
tutoring. I'm
club
already
for
overstocked
chilling.
on that. People are having trouble with this semester, and I'm the one people go to for that kind of shit. You
I
know?
was doing some slam poetry at the Fire Jolt, but
Yeah.
I feel like I could use the time to get into a different magic.
Yeah, I
club.
feel like that's not quite.
it's just
again,
too.
on brand.
Honestly, it's too easy. Slam poetry is just
you
like
should absolutely keep
just
doing
have
it.
it. You know?
Because it's so bad.
Well, here's the thing. You might as well check it out, right?
Yeah.
Like worst comes to worst, you go in there. It's not for you. You go back to your slam poetry. You crush that, right?
Yeah.
He's so bad at it.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, are my ears deceiving me? Grayson's the best.
Yeah.
Grayson slams
Go ahead and do that. Tell me
all
what-
day.
Give me the dudes for it.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it.
Is that-
Ragnar seems cool. He seems like he's.
in his room.
I don't know. There's a lot of rules at the school that aren't like strict rules or anything like that, but he kind of tells you how it is. You know, he's like the Flame of the Founders. I have that class and stuff like that. And he's
Yeah.
talking about how the idea of these, I don't know, like these dragons get put on a pedestal, but they have faults too.
Sure.
I
So
don't know, the
I like that.
dragons seem
So,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Who are the dragons to tell us what we can and can't do, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyways,
You
I'm
serve the
going-
oppressors.
Yeah, man.
powerful being.
Guys, I'm gonna go get some lunch. So just want to kind of talk to you.
All right. No problem. And try the Bloodhawk egg. It's pretty good.
Try the toadstool sandwiches. Billy Harmon for class president.
I'm voting Jimbo.
That's a terrible decision. Oh, really? Just
I'm
an
honestly shocked. I'm honestly shocked. Jim, like Grayson gets insulted by any of us. Fuck you. You know what? Gets insulted by Jimbo Cocktoasted. Actually, I fuck with it.
The man just does slam poetry all day.
You
It's
know,
just slamming.
You know, Jimbo told me the other day that he thinks you're the worst at slam poetry. Like, the absolute worst.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
Billy
Except for the
re-
response I just said.
Billy
I'm saying,
really
You're
liked
above
it.
it. You're
I
above
can't say that I did, but Billy thought your
I'm cool enough that I can
poetry.
do that and not
was
have to worry about the
nice.
consequences. Alright, I'm out. I'm out of 2000. See you.
Grayson out.
I'm surprised that Grayson was
See you,
being
Tiger.
nice to you.
I know my fucking
Great. I've tried making it clear that Grayson and that has no problem with Astra. I think
Yeah.
you're actually in the positive pool.
Oh, that's
Of
right. I
relationships.
forgot.
I have a 0.
With 0? Okay, rather than negative.
Yeah.
So that's positive of Grace.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he likes me because he perceives my tiger insult as like some kind of like affirmation of like that I like what he was doing.
Negative 2.
And now Asher's like, if this dumbass is gonna give me information, I'll take it.
So we move on to the extracurricular stuff for our evening days. And Horticulture Club, Cotton, this week you're working on your bonsai skills.
Sure.
And so you're working on just kind of creating a natural, like, you know, how to, like, when you're pruning and how to, like, actually when to take out, what's it called when you, like, cut? I guess it is pruning in a way. but
Pruning, yeah.
Yeah, when you need to, like, release a certain
Styling.
area and you style it to your needs and such, but also for the health, right, of the tree.
Looks too nice.
I'm going to make sure that mine is just a little bit bigger than everyone else's
Probably
because it's
around.
always good to be
Use
just a
something
little
like
bit
that.
bigger. But it's
Yeah.
also going to be like all swirly and magical and
Yeah,
fake.
Kadoris isn't even doing any of the like the tree bonsai stuff.
Sure.
He's making like essentially a mushroom farm, and so he's just, it's like it looks like a mushroom town. It's like you have this like giant mushroom and under a bunch of little mushroom thing, and you can see they're actually creatures like these small. They're bipedal, and they're just kind of walking around. It's almost like a mini humanoid, and they're just kind of living within the mushroom housing of the farm.
And they have a little mushroom shrine.
That's
Hey,
it.
little mushroom kids.
This
mushroom
is
car.
amazing.
Yeah, there's some type of fungus
Are they the
species, right? Like
kombucha
that are
mushroom
just
people?
like he's creating a habitat for them, essentially.
Caddy, that is amazing.
It's kind of fire, actually.
Appreciate it. You know, I'm what can I say? You know, it's good stuff. They're
Now,
really cool, actually.
now
This is Jimmy.
these mushrooms, not the people, obviously. Are they edible, smokable? Do they have like psychedelic
No,
effects?
you don't. Not with these guys. These are my
Gotcha.
friends.
I
I've
got
never
you.
heard of you smoking a mushroom.
These guys.
Chop them up and powder them. You can like wrap them up with the leaves and.
These guys teach me
Ooh, what do they teach you?
different types of fungus to use, what are the effects of them.
I guess they would know. I don't know. I'm just. I don't know.
Are they friendly to other people?
Yeah, you just gotta speak their language.
How do you speak their language?
Do you speak Myconoid?
No, but can you teach me?
It's a form of deep speech. I could probably teach you.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Yeah, he's got it. And so he starts kind of working. Gosh, what would be a good learning check? I'm trying to think.
Just an intelligence check, really.
Yeah, an intelligence check. Because you're not proficient in language, you wouldn't have proficiency attached. So just a basic intelligence check.
Sure. Let me just figure out whether these.
For anybody watching, these are not actual myconoids. They're just a subspecies of them.
Yeah, they're not real.
Other words, Holmberg.
God.
Because myconoids are an actual creature type.
You know, I don't think I learned anything with like a 7.
Yeah, it's the closest you get to it is you've heard people speak Undercommon before. This seems to be a very different dialect of Undercommon, and within that,
Like Spanish,
like
Portuguese.
there's Undercommon,
Huh.
there's Deep Speech, and then there's a sub branch of it called there's a Myconoid language, and like there's so many layers to it that he's like teaching you the basics, like hi, like you know what I mean, like those kind of things, and so one of the things he teaches you is that if you were he was like
This is why I can't
You're just
speak it.
insulting his mother.
he's like
What the fuck?
do a persuasion
Terrible.
check actually
A persuasion check?
because you're trying to get him to
Yeah,
teach you
persuade
something.
him.
Because there is a trick to this.
Seduce.
Seduce me.
That would be 25.
What are you, prisoner of skin glue? No, that would be your mother.
Stupid.
He looks at you. Tell you what, next time we meet at this club, I'll teach you something. But it has to deal with there's a shortcut.
Okay.
Like you can learn the language, or they can breathe into you.
Oh, I'm all about breathing these rooms.
Yeah. Did you check 2 doors to the left? Yeah, it's all good. Sorry, they get a little lost sometimes. I'm still constructing. I'm not really an architect. I need to hire someone to come planning for this.
I don't know. It looks really good to me. I like it a lot.
They hate it.
That's horrible.
Well, it's their home.
What don't they like about it?
The planning, like the they don't
All
like-
of it.
Yeah, that you don't want to hear what he just said. The amount of profanity that was just said
Well, fuck, that's
directed
terrible.
at me.
That's fucking
Like, I'm
terrible.
just
He's
some
such
chump.
an asshole.
You know.
Kind of a
No respect.
fucking
But he's right though. I mean, honestly, it's my fault.
Sylvanus.
I did do the things he was talking about, so...
I did deserve it. Like,
I did, in fact, use eminent mushroom domain to pave over his cousin's house. So.
Why are we specifying
It was for the good of the community.
I won't apologize.
I would apologize.
because you're a Fae, can you do a history check with advantage?
Sure.
Can you get a fucking brazen check?
Because there are mushroom creatures.
How can you do
Okay,
something
creatures.
so controversial and yet so brave?
13.
13.
That 2 in the
The only thing you can get out of what he's saying is that in the Fae, you've heard of creatures that they release a toxin of some type,
Sure.
and that allows you to telepathically speak to them. So that's a one way to get past the language barrier. That's the only. But you don't know it for myconoid creatures. You only know that for you know myconoid creatures, but the only one you can think of is like, oh yeah, there are certain pixies that they hit you with a dust, and then you can speak Sylvan with them.
You know, pixies will do something really similar to those things.
Never met a pixie in my life.
You shouldn't. Pixies are kind of horrible.
I heard they're kind of dicks.
Absolutely just cocks all over the place.
Yeah.
Saphira just nodding like,
You ever
Oh,
think
wait,
about cocks?
Who are you voting for?
Billy Harmon.
Is that Billy?
This is Billy.
No one told me he was a toad.
He's the best toad.
Okay, now I'm voting for Billy.
You should. He's
You
amazing.
need to get the message out that he's a toad who knows what he's talking
Well,
about.
that's why there are the Billy Harmon
What's
sweet
he talking
and
about?
spicy toadstool sandwiches.
Toadstools. And I
Right.
love toadstools. God, I love toadstools.
Toadstools are the best.
you know what? That's the least surprising thing anyone's ever said to me. And I've only existed for about 8 seconds.
But have you had glazed button mushrooms?
Yes. He literally pulls out a bag of them.
They're amazing, aren't
I'm
they?
making myself. I was not your cousin. Stop lying like that. God, I'm sorry. I gotta deal with this.
Have you topped it with bay blue icing?
Your cousin's even working that situation.
They're hair
This,
cousins.
this is
That's a rough translation.
this is a sporific race.
They're all
translated to
cousins.
Commonwealth. Which is
Yeah.
All right. For wrestling, some bad news actually happens for wrestling. What you found out is that you were supposed to have a match this week, this 10-day, with Waterdeep University, and it actually got rescheduled due to a severe storm off the Sword Coast. Apparently, Waterdeep and Neverwinter were 2 cities that were hit by a massive storm that's actually caused a lot of their transportation issues. Because
It better be fucking massive. It's hit both of those things.
and so, if anybody's forgot for whatever reason, this goes for our watchers as well, Strixhaven, when the convergence happened, put them west of the Sword Coast, southwest to the Moonshade Isles. And so, fairly near Isla Fisher, but not super next to it. But anyways.
If you're familiar with the Forgotten Realms maps.
Where is the Fisher?
Or if you
It's
forgot about
absolutely
the
there.
Forgotten Realms maps, which is, the name.
So this week, our 10-day, you guys are just reconditioning, getting back up, because now you guys have to then meet that weight class again, right? So you kind of prepare yourself to get that weight class, and it's kind of hard to maintain that weight sometimes. And so there's an issue of, I guess you could say, body maintenance to make sure that you stay.
Vassie, are you wrestling in your weight class? I can't imagine she stays in her weight class. She has to be.
I am of the assumption that you are taking probably a weight class above you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah.
Does Cotton Candy cook you special things to bulk up?
Melithorn's at like the top weight class.
Yeah, he's like a heavy.
Yeah, he's pretty heavy. And then Greta also does a heavier weight class. Javanesh and Talana do the same weight class.
I am bumped a weight class as charity.
Pretty much.
That's fair.
I have
I imagine you would be lightweight instead of featherweight.
yeah. I'm bumped up as a favor.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have a friend whose younger sister was such a behemoth at 10 years old that they bumped her to the P17, even though it was co-ed, because otherwise she was beating the shit out of
Everybody, yeah.
toddlers and shit. Like, she needed to go against the high school age teenagers so that anyone stood a chance. And that's Vassie.
Yeah.
She
gets
might
bumped as
be
a-
4'9", 50 pounds, but like she'll put you on your ass.
I breathe fire.
I'll end your damn life.
For Dueling Club,
Hello.
Astra, this 10-day, the club's working on spell countering. And so you're essentially learning the idea here is that you will have a once per day use of counterspell. That's not part of a spell slot attached to it. So after this 10 days is completely finished, as in the 10th day, right?
Mhm.
You will have learned a once per day counterspell. That's yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it is a of the what level is that? Third, I think. If I'm
Mhm.
right. It will be a third level, but it will be once
Still.
once per day counterspell. And this is Ragnar who's teaching you this.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the good shit.
So that kind of completes those things before we go into day 7. Now we get into our labs. So now, obviously, like always, I need to know which labs you guys are going to.
All of them.
Here's the thing. We don't know. We haven't done our homework yet.
Yes, and so actually, good question. Before, not even a question, but a statement. We should do our homework.
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know. We could smoke instead.
How did I omit that from my notes, John?
Maybe drink some tea. Have
I'm
a
sorry,
nice
guys. I failed
soak.
It allowed us to have a great segue, so I... Oh, God.
I mean, I could make us some
Oh my-
Sammys.
I strike terror.
You should absolutely hit us with some Sammys right now.
Should I fill them with these special toadstools?
No.
As you guys are doing your homework, by the way,
Okay.
throughout the 10 day, we'll say Isla's with you guys.
How
I
do
like
we,
this one, yay.
how do we roll the dice again? I always
Hey, Isla.
forget.
You roll 5 of one of the 2 options from it.
Important question.
Add them all together.
Keep the lowest.
Important
Never
question. Do
Wait,
we
what?
get our 1d4s for any of them?
Well, that depends on each thing. So it'd be before you roll for each of your classes, ask me and I'll tell you.
Can you just, I mean, tell us.
So the reason why.
Let's do magical physiologies first because
let's-
we all have
There
that.
you go.
Come back! I won't roll that dice.
So
Oh,
magical
this
physiology.
natural demon.
This comes from your guys' own knowledge. What was magical physiology about this week?
The fire
Fire
dude.
Fire elementals, right?
And we did okay at
We
getting...
examined your
I
essence.
did really good.
Yeah. We were able to get one mode of fire.
30, 20.
Cool, very good. So you guys would get the D4 attached.
How many d4s is that? Is that per thing, or is it like you roll
I
one
threw a
d4?
lot of information at you guys. So
You roll like
here's-
one
here's-
d4
here's some
per
stuff.
thing, or
Times
like
5. Roll it
one-
and times it by 5. Because you're adding it to each roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to fastest ever done 13 day.
nature versus animal handling.
We kind of knew that was going to happen, to be honest.
We were stuck on the 14 day protocol.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, bitches. What?
Oh, bitch.
Fuck me.
Okay.
Guess who's failing? Probably. Let me just do some math real quick.
I mean, she asked her. Sorry.
Let me just math it up real quick. First, yeah.
Hell. Not the best, but you know.
That is a 92 with the lowest being a 1.
Damn.
Dude.
33.
Yeah.
That's
This is our halfway to our first exam, by the way.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
They're right around the corner, 92.
92, and the lowest is 1.
Holy crap, guys. I got 56.
Someone's getting tutoring.
A little bit. I got a 77. My lowest was 7. My lowest was a 2.
Alright.
Magical physiology for fast, you said 77.
Yes.
I'm typing mine in right now, so you can ignore mine.
Good. What was yours?
56. It's already in there, though.
Next up. Flame of the Founders.
Tell me about life and death.
Fair, how did you for magical physiology?
I got 46 with the lowest being 1.
Oh, which one was the
46.
Fuck, you got fucked.
Whoa, that was lower than mine.
Pretty bad.
Now tell me about life and
I
death.
rolled a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Nobody's ever heard of fire elemental. You don't even know what fire is. What
Do
the
I get the +4 for life
Thought
and
like
death?
everything.
What did you do in life and death?
I had a debate with him about what dampiers were and how people,
Okay,
everything has a soul.
hold on, before you get there. Credit for you, life and death.
No. Well, we found that dampiers often arise from encounters with vampires, macabre events, mysterious mortals, transformed. One parent was a vampire. Sometimes it's a parasite that lives in you and is hungry. Sometimes it survived an attack by a vampire but changed. And
You
they're
good. You
That
good.
hunger
You good.
definitely isn't about sandwiches, and they
Put that on my
absolutely
resume.
have six.
Oh, I could have kept going.
So I do get to roll the D4?
Yes, you do. You guys get a D4?
Oh my god, we're done rolling that D4.
I only like doing it when I threw a bunch of shit at you guys today.
Alright, I got Flame of the Founders.
Different
Flame Power, what was that all about?
These
Like,
are archaics and how they perhaps lived through a relativistic time loop.
yes, very good.
Oh,
D4.
that's important to go.
I got so good this week. I'm passing this class because I was really bad earlier.
Oh, Cotton, you did good. Was
Yeah,
that
I
98
did.
this week?
98.
Lowest of 10?
I got a natural 20. Do I get anything for a nat 20?
Nope.
You knew that was coming.
I'm also not rolling this
I
dice.
can't tell if it was my ADHD or if you forgot
Yes.
me,
So,
but I don't remember
Yeah,
talking
really
about
fair.
Exploration 101
You didn't. You didn't talk to Mary about Exploration 101.
or Voice of the Tempest.
Oh, I was going one by one.
We're
so,
going one by one.
Yeah, so what?
I know, but like I don't remember those classes at all.
Oh, that's true.
They were evens.
Yeah. So we'll start with Exploration 101. What do you think? What do you remember of Exploration 101?
I don't remember.
Oh shit! There's a reason for this. You were standing over there. That was the one where you left because I made a bad joke. That's on me actually because I kept going with you. So I'll give you advantage.
And I couldn't hear anything because Andrew was doing this fucking shit with my ears.
I'll give you advantage on one of your rolls because that's
Thank
on
you.
me, not you.
Thank you.
It was about pressure plates. You were learning about pressure plate
I
traps.
remember that actually.
I don't.
Andrew.
When did that happen?
But that is on me.
I'm sorry.
Now, Arcanobotany.
I was a bad teacher.
Talk to me
Hold on.
about
I get life and death from
wait a minute.
Farrah first.
Hold on.
Wait, what am I doing?
I'm ready for it whenever you're ready for me.
44. I got. Let's see. Come on, man.
Math, you.
So hold on.
Do you want me to go before you do this?
Your phone has a
Sure.
calculator.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me Flame of the Founders.
100.
Damn.
And for Augmenting Arcanum, it was about being able to create first level scrolls.
Yes.
Look at this.
Arcanobotany was about
Give me a sec.
growing
Why did I just
herbs.
type in Flame of the Founders?
That's a lot of tens, man.
Alright.
How do we
Life
roll
and
4
death.
10s?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Was 64. Lowest roll is a 5.
64. you said
Can
that?
my natural 20 give Farah advantage on one of her rolls?
Let me think about that. No.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Evil.
How does this advantage work? Roll.
On one roll.
On one.
Yeah, choose one of the rolls.
Now, arcanobotany. We learned about herbs and plants and that stupid bard who wanted to
What
play
specifically
music.
about herbs and plants? Though? There was a
I
bit.
was about to say,
Okay.
a stupid bard who wanted to play music to his fucking plants even though it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was about creating the best setting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, that counts.
Yeah, that one rolled so much better. Oh my god, that didn't.
Vasti, what was the next one? You were doing Exploration 101. Did you get that yet?
Oh,
Yeah, 61.
61. What was your lowest?
10.
Okay.
I only have a +5.
5 was your original?
No, I only have a +5.
Yeah, 1 times 5.
Right, but what was your worst roll? It was 5, right?
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm stupid ass. That's a
Nuh-uh.
20 because it's a +5. No, wait. It's +5 because it's +1. That's
Yes.
fine. That's why I've done that.
Yeah,
My
everything.
lowest roll was a 10.
Yeah. That's what you said.
I got to re-roll one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got me confused.
Asher, what are you on right now?
I just did Augmenting Arcanum. I got 100.
And you already told me the time for that, so you're good.
And then the History of Magic and Art was about art restoration in La Biblioteca.
Yep. And so to continue that conversation to your classmate, Nate. So he mentioned that for Augmenting Arcanum, it's about restoring art in the bibliotheques. The biblio, you got me messed up on that. What would be an example of some type of art you could, in the biblioplex specifically, that you could do that? It doesn't have to be a specific art, but a type of art that would exist within the biblioplex.
Within the Biblioplex?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to give you a few examples. I'm curious if you can remember it.
That's right there. That's
Would have been. Let's see.
That's a good one right there.
Or if you have any other information that would be good for it, too, that would count for it.
In the Biblioplex, I guess. Like. Sculptures was on the
Yep.
Opus Walk.
Oh, the sculptures was mentioned as well in the biblioplex. Yeah.
Okay.
So that would count.
I mean, paintings?
Yep,
Right?
that's it. Those are the two I mentioned. Yep.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
So you got a D4 for that.
Hell yeah.
Anybody else have anything ready for me or a question?
I don't remember the Voice of the Tempest either.
In STEM, we learned about the leg bones and the arm bones, and we sang a song that is not anatomically accurate. Really all about the bones.
Yes, that is correct.
So I get to roll the d4.
Yes, you do.
Yay.
You did do voices. You remember it?
I don't remember it.
That's
It's
okay.
fine.
It's in character of you. You just don't get the D4. It's my only punishment. It was the
That's fine.
vibrato.
Oh, that's right.
I fucking said something about it too. I was like, oh yeah, vibrato. Fucking asshole.
that is the
Ding
only
dong.
punishment I have.
Ding
Tough
dong.
but fair.
Tough but fair.
You know what? As somebody who embodies that sentiment, I agree.
And I have a +20 to it anyway. It's fine. I probably passed. I rolled okay.
Y'all actually being good at your damn classes.
I did that on purpose because I know I'm playing an idiot.
Yeah, you know, it was in character, like I said.
I got an 83 anyway. It's fine.
Yo, look at you. You got it. Yeah.
Good job.
Now, do I get anything for the 2 nat 20s that I rolled?
Yeah, you get to add 40 to you get 40 for your score. I mean,
My best STEM
you
score
said
ever.
83, is that right? Vassie? Is it 83 or
83.
83?
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
Dude, that's a fucking fabulous STEM score.
Any of our watchers who are new to this, the homework rolls, they do this each 10 day, and the reason why is that that will go towards their averages, and that determines whether they have they're passing or failing going into the exam. And that could affect their rolling with advantage or not going.
This
into
is
the
higher
exams.
stakes than us fighting a fire elemental and almost dying.
Yeah.
For sure.
To progress mine as well, I just did History of Magic and Art. I got 100.
100. All right.
Next one is on Basic Magical Auras, which this week was about divine auras, like priest from the priest classes.
Yep, that's it.
And
That's 300 for you this week.
So I got
I'm gonna hit you with this. That's 400.
Nice.
So I got a 92 in STEM, and then in complimentary words, we complimented each other's intelligences.
Yes.
And in cutting words, we insulted people's intelligence, and I was told that it was too easy to insult my
D4
intelligence.
for Zopia.
At least I rolled good on
That's
that.
quite a superlative to put into your yearbook.
Too easy to insult intelligence. She would be in that picture like this.
Yeah, true.
Faerun, do you have any other grades for me? So far I have 2. I have magical physiology and threads of life and death.
Yes, I have complimentary words. I got a 92. Lowest roll is a 4. And then I also have history of magic and art. 90. Lowest roll is a 2. Nice.
Got 100 in complimentary words.
Where'd my dice go? Where my dice at?
Okay,
What that dog
pyromancy,
doing?
we learned... I wrote down literally smoke signal shit.
Smoke signal shit, yeah. It was, yeah, I'll give it to you. That was, the idea was to changing up fire colors, but like the,
Okay.
like, it was signaling. It was fire signals.
It's very generous of you.
If I don't get that 92 to 100, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed.
MagFizz has a lab, right?
Yes.
What was that?
Magical physiology has a lot.
Sweet.
I can tell that because that's when the person died.
Cutting words, I got a 74.
I have to get a 70 to pass.
Yes. 70 is passing.
Alright, I got your cutting words in here.
Fucking music.
I got 100 in pyromancy.
Yo!
Probably gonna need that tutoring.
You've been killing that class. Except for
I
the
saw
first
that.
10 day, you've been killing that class.
Yeah, because I have a plus 30.
That first 10 day, 73. So you must have rolled real bad.
I rolled real goddamn.
Alright, I got all of Vassie's. Waiting on one for Farah. All Cottons are in. And
I'm surprised
all
I did so well on fucking STEM.
I am too, to be honest.
I've only got a 1 because it's like
Collect
healing and
expression.
shit.
Got 100.
Got a 1.
Nice.
That's a
Oh.
modifier.
Wow.
Killing
Yeah.
the class. Man, you are doing real good. The lowest you've got in that
I
class
got
is
a
a
92.
98.
Jesus.
In complimentary words.
In chromatic expression, the lowest Farah's gotten is on 98.
Wow.
You're past that thing, no problem.
Also,
Yeah.
Farah, I like that you're also doing the red for yours because you see 69. All right, very cool. So we got our homework grades.
Did you have you been putting down next to it like?
I actually
lowest
have 100.
grade?
I have not been.
Every single
I've been
time
hoping you guys have been writing it down.
Yeah.
I should start doing that soon.
It works really well if you put it in a parenthesis.
I was going to
beside
do that.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
bring
I
my keyboard out this time. Is the only reason I did.
Yeah, that's what I do is number parentheses lowest number.
Yeah, if I would have my parentheses, I would have done it because it's just easier to get to parentheses
Yeah.
rather than like shifting on the
You can do slash.
generic device.
You could do
Yeah.
slash.
Okay,
Slash would work.
here's how I feel about labs. We should do magical physiologies because plot. And then I need to do exploration 101.
Okay.
And that's that.
I'm going to go to all of my labs because I really, really need to impress the deans of the Witherbloom.
Yeah,
Why
that
does
makes
it
sense.
Make it right. I mean,
And I mean, school's pretty cool.
I'm gonna
You know?
see which labs do I want.
It was really nice of Mr. Light to like let me come here because I'm really not supposed to be, you know?
I'll probably go to Sleep with the Founders because Aurora's in it. That's probably it. I'll go to Magical Physiology, but also probably go to Sleep with the Founders. I don't know, man. I've seen some of the cool stuff that you do for the Augmenting Arcanum labs. I kind of want to go to that one. I'll have to see if anyone needs help with stuff before when we do that.
All right, so
I mean, I definitely will.
the first
I have
step.
to roll a 16 to pass fucking magical physiology.
The first choice comes from Augmenting Arcanum versus STEM. Augmenting Arcanum is Astra, STEM is Cotton.
Oh, I'm going to STEM.
Okay. Are you going to Augmenting Arcanum? That is the question.
How much help do you need for this class?
For STEM?
Yeah.
Not.
No. Okay, then I'll go to Augmenting Arcanum.
Okay. So let's start off with Augmenting Arcanum then. You are seeing if you can, you're talking about in the class about making a scroll from your list first level into a scroll.
Mhm.
So I need 3 Arcana checks to see if you can make a scroll of first level that you have, and you will have the ability to start making this and selling them or whatever you want to do on the side.
Well, the lowest is a 9. I'm assuming that doesn't hit. The second lowest is a 18.
18. So the lowest would not work, but the other 2
Mhm.
do work. So you get to roll lab with advantage. You just don't get.
I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah. And so you,
I'm sorry.
so for
I already have 100 for the class.
so for purposes for us, which first level spell have you now learned how to make into a scroll?
I think shield is probably the most
Yeah.
useful one for this.
Yeah.
First level shield spell scroll that I could give to like somebody else.
Yeah.
And they could use that. That would be perfect, I think.
Yeah. And just to be clear, the system for scrolls that we're using is that anybody can use a scroll, but if you are not a magic-based person, it would just be an Arcana check to see if you can use it. And it's 10 plus whatever level spell it is.
Now, by magic-based person, are warlocks magic?
They are magic-based in my definition.
Wasn't sure if it was like.
Yeah, it is only, and even a rogue who's an arcane trickster would still count because they have casting. So it's whether you have natural casting or not.
And an Eldritch Knight as well.
Yes.
Just for the sake of clarity.
Wild magic
Absolutely.
barbarians.
Wild magic barbarians, I believe, do have magic casting.
They
if I'm not
can't.
mistaken. They just can't do it while they rage. I think they still do
They
magic.
have casting?
I don't know.
I could.
I
you know
can't
what?
remember.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
familiar with that.
We should check that one out because it sounds like a cool subclass. Anyways.
It does
Yeah.
sound like a cool subclass.
Magic casting.
Gosh,
barbarian.
isn't Ashton a wild magic barbarian from?
But he's a
Infantry?
particular type of wild
He is.
magic barbarian.
Anyways, we should find out that out. Or comment this on the
Tell us,
video.
guys.
Yeah.
Explain to us why we don't know D&D.
So now you have the ability to make shield into first level spells. Yeah. Stim. You are categorizing bones from skeleton models.
Okay, the foot bone and the leg.
I need 3 medicine checks.
3 medicine checks. Guess what I'm bad at?
Not medicine.
Surely not.
Shit. 10, 13, 3.
10, 15, 3.
13, 3.
10, 13, 3. Okay. You had only 1 success.
Sure.
So what that means is that you have disadvantage on your lab roll. And so what ends up happening is during the lab, you're working on your shield thing. At the same time, you're working. We zoom over to Witherbloom, and the camera centers in on you looking at a skeleton, right? And you're looking at the different bones, and you're like, yes, but this is the Nishan, and this is the
The chin connects to the thigh.
and they ask you, can you point to the femur? And you're like,
Uncanny.
It's like right here, I think.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
So that is how that goes. You get disadvantage on your lab roll. You still get to do a lab roll.
Holy
To be
fuck,
fair, if you
bitches.
got all 3 rolls, by the way, it would have been disadvantage with a -4.
Woo! I rolled a 2 and a 4.
What was your lowest roll number?
2.
Oh, your stem is staying the same, unfortunately for you.
Damn schnitzels.
S is for smoking. Anyways,
It is, though. I mean,
the next question I have for you guys is, are you guys going to magical physiologies?
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I lied. I
So,
passed STEM plenty. I can read,
is that one
guys.
gonna be is that one gonna be an adventure?
I had a 92 in
plot
STEM.
thing?
I'm passing. Who gives a fuck
Yes.
that I
I was
failed the
wondering
lab?
if there was another one that we could do before that's more just a roll, kind of like a quick little thing.
Absolutely, you can.
Well, unless life and death is also an adventure.
So the reason why magical physiologies for this one is because whatever adventure thing's going on is not going to be life or death due to the situation of it, and I'll explain that later. We can go. Let me look at something real quick.
Like, magical physiology doesn't have to be a plot point every time.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the only time you guys are all together, and that's why I use it as such.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and we'll get to it after. How about that? Let's go through Exploration 101.
Exploration 101.
Vassie, are you going to it?
Yeah, I have to.
Is
even
that
though
is
I
that an
have to.
afternoon?
It's
It,
Well,
it's
some of
the
the founders doesn't have
It's
a
the
lab.
same time as Lab of Chromatic Expression, and it's the same time as Arcane of Botany, and basic. You guys all have one during this time slot.
Right. So do you need help?
I do it based on
need
time
help
slots.
because I have to beat a 10 to improve my grade.
I will go to.
Basically, I have to roll a 19 or better to improve my grade, and
Yeah. Okay. So you're skipping basic magic orders, correct?
True.
To go to this.
Mhm.
All right. So for Exploration 101, you are doing investigation checks, 3 of them, to recognize pressure plate traps.
oh boy, pressure play
doing all three
investigation.
of them
You're going to be helping. So all that's going to happen is you are her advantage.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled okay for 2 of
I'm
them.
changing
You
this a little bit
should-
because I think I like it a little bit. For
You should
collabs.
really try drinking and drugs. It's a peer pressure trap.
What did you roll? You've accidentally.
I know. I accidentally fucked it. I rolled a 10, a 1, and a 1.
Okay.
You really fell for those peer pressure
It's
traps.
a 4, a 14,
And
and a
picked up
14.
The
smoking.
peer pressure trap.
Okay,
And
so
picked
you
up smoking.
passed 2 of them, you failed 1 of them.
I,
Okay.
Which means you still get advantage on the lab
But
threat.
I
So what
think
ends up
it's
happening is you look at
before
pressure plates,
class.
right? So you see Vasti and Astra is helping you out, right? And so Astra, just for the sake of you trying to help Vasti so much, you're like, see, it's
and
like that, and there is it's like a claw, a hand,
a bear trap.
it just right into your ankle.
Can I cast shield on it?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
use,
Yeah.
can I use a shield
Yeah.
scroll that I made
Yes,
in the lab?
you can. Yeah. So like, as it's going
Hold on, I've got the shield spell in my hand, like right,
Yeah.
like I was like, see what you like, and then I hear the click, and you just see, and
yeah.
like this.
So you can use your
purple
reaction to.
yeah, like this purple like shell comes over my freaking hand, like that was close.
Definitely looks over that. Oh dear, that was a little close one there.
Vasti pries it back open.
I was just looking at her hand like, I need this.
Takes a moment to be like, now class, what I want you to all be fully aware of is these are active traps.
I mean, it wouldn't have like taken off her armor or anything like that, but it would have been like unfortunate.
Zefti's like, I recommend this technique, and she takes a skipping stone and just it just activates a bunch of pressure traps as she like skips the stone from tile to tile.
That's actually very impressive.
That's really clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I
then it's
rolled
from Xavier. He's like,
rolled a 14, so I added 4, so it's 65.
65. Nice. Let me update that.
And I'm definitely going to be tutoring her in that as well.
Please.
So you will at least pass.
I will at least pass. And that's all I care about is Vasti.
All right, so that's 1 tutoring for you, for sure. 1 tutoring for you for which class?
Magical physiologies, because there's no way I'm rolling like a 16.
Should I just? Does everyone want to do magical physiologies?
Sure. I don't need it, but I'll do it.
All right, so that's 1. That's another 1. So mark down that I'm giving you guys a tutoring class in that. We can decide when we do that at a different time if John decides that's pertinent.
Yeah, I need to know it by the end of the 10 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For once, you don't actually have to tutor me in STEM.
Which is good because it's probably the thing that Astra is least knowledgeable
I'm
about.
sure she knows more than the Nishan.
The next 2 pressure plates you get correct, Vasti. One of them is not a tile, but a wooden plank that seems to be like a different grain of wood. You're like, that's different. That's a different species of wood there. And so you recognize that. And then the third trap that you see
Speaking
is
of wood,
Did you say it's Paduke?
is a glyph. You can see a glyph that's just slightly like it's like a translucent glyph, so you can just barely see it when the light hits it, and you're able to catch it.
Ooh.
good job, Assie.
I fucking saw that shit.
Now, was it that Wenge wood?
It was not Wenge, actually.
That one would have stood out real
Yeah,
bad.
It was a zebra wood.
Oh, still stands out pretty bad.
When ain't they gay?
No, it's that Wendigo wood.
Wendigo wood.
Add 20 to that 65.
Nice.
And as for the magical physiologies, I'm going to roll for that as well here, if you don't mind.
Do it.
Wendigo.
To 2, so 10. So add 10 to it.
That's fine.
Probably means I only have to roll like a 6.
So Vasti's at 85 for magical physiology.
Damn right. Sorry,
97 instead of 77.
Yeah,
Or was that for
87
sorry.
for physiologies.
This was for physiology. Add 10 to everyone's magical physiology.
I think you said 20. That's might be.
I said 20 for
exploration.
exploration 101.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. That was just 85.
And I do need that one, please, and thank you.
Hmm?
No, I'm just saying.
All right, I got those two in for you. Cotton, you got yours in there.
Yeah.
And then, Farah, did you need
That was
magical
that was
physiology?
actually very
So magical physiology.
very convincing. I thought that was a frog like
You got 10 added to it, just so you know.
I got 10 added to it.
Yeah, because Astro is tutoring.
Yeah, I tutored everybody in magical physiologies.
I got you.
And because everyone took the same like
So you have 56
same
now.
thing, I basically
Ooh,
one
that's-
session that I rolled everyone for at once.
All right, chromatic expression. Farah, you go into that?
I actually have a question. Has anything been cool happening that I might have missed?
At chromatic expression?
Yeah.
No, they've just been practicing their casting with different either like body language is this one's week, or just mainly just the way you cast. Nothing new items or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
And you
for-
get that from talking to Ragdor. Ragdor's been going to them. He's like, oh yeah, we've just been getting kind of like working on their casting.
I want to ask. I guess I don't really know any. I guess Talana would tell me.
Paul will tell you. Yeah.
What am I missing in basic magical auras this week?
We're identifying divine spells. So like we want to know what college of magic they are.
Okay. I think I've got a pretty good handle on that.
Yeah, it seems kind of easy.
Yeah, I mean, if you can take the easy A, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more just going because I want to be a TA. So.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I was gonna say, who do I know in this
Yeah.
class? Well, Stravadri's dead.
So you're not going to chromatic expression, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Any other two
Yeah,
options are
you're
Talana.
not going.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Okay, that's no problem. Arcanobotany, are you going?
Actually,
yes.
that's an interesting question. So about being a TA, like it's more like, yeah, if you want to like.
The more you're seeing at the labs and stuff, the more you're.
Which time frame are we on right now? What's the
Do I
time?
have time for it?
Well, what's the time frame you're doing now? Because is this evening one? Is this afternoon or evening one?
This is. I can tell you in 1 second. This is afternoon.
Okay, so I can't.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
You going?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. You are working on and you can see there's definitely less people at these labs, right? Than college, right? And so
True.
and so when you get there,
No one shows up to
yeah,
lunch.
right. It's just the way it is.
What are labs?
And so you go there, and there's quite a few less Ragdors. Like, oh, you're here. Great to see you.
They don't have labs for architecture?
So this is what I'm working on, and so he's like shows you like he's like casting a spell of it's like gosh, I'm trying to think of the word. It's a shielding spell. It's not shield though. It's Armor of Agathis. And so like he's working on creating Armor of Agathis, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna get all stern, shoulders back, chest out like that, confidence. And so he does it, and he does pretty good. The Armor of Agathis, it essentially shapes to the broad chest, and it really like shows his posture. And he seems a little bit more stiff than he typically is. He kind of slouches just a little slightly in his normal stance. And then you see Misty Fjord. She's like, "All right, everybody, I'm super excited you're here. Thank you for showing up. I'm always excited to see people who show up to the labs. So we're casting with confidence. So, yeah, go ahead." Confidence. I just found a cool thing I can do on Google Docs. Nice. I've been mad because
On generic document writer.
on the tab thing, I can actually click something and it'll tell me where to go. I need you to roll performance checks.
Okay.
3.
3 performance checks. I'll do them at the same time because that seems to be the thing we've been doing.
It boggled my mind that you didn't do that before, honestly.
Right.
It just felt more correct in my head.
Then
Hey,
do
that's
it the way
fine.
that feels correct for you.
All right. First one, I got a 12, and then a 23, and then a 21.
Yeah, so 2 passes, 1 failure. And so what ends up happening here is that the first time you're starting to cast, give me a spell that you would typically cast. It could be a cantrip too, doesn't it?
I mean, she would probably typically cast.
It could even be Bardic Inspiration, like whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's say, like Bardic Inspiration. She's like trying to inspire. She's trying to, she's essentially getting up and she's like playing her instrument to then, infuse.
Okay, yeah, and so as
inspiration.
the first time you do that, there's that slight people are watching you, and you kind of just shelter a little bit. You kind of crunch in, and the first note is just a wrong note. You know what I mean? You're like, confidence, and you just start, doing the whole where everybody else doesn't exist. Everybody just disappears from the room, and you are just playing this beautiful. Solo, and it encaptures everybody. And everybody's like, wow, just kind of entranced in this beautiful Jigglypuff tune. And so,
it's just slowly, you're just getting drunk on the music. Whoa.
I'm picturing a lot of your entrancing music, and correct me if I'm wrong. I picture the Simon songs. How they're so just it just moves you, and it literally allures you.
You're just crying for no reason.
Yeah.
Just tears are streaming.
So definitely very impactful. So you would get advantage on your lab roll.
Cool.
Oh boy, you have a plus fucking 8? Sir? Yes.
Hey, crazy thing. I saw 100. But I replaced my 3 with a 17.
Nice. Okay, you already have something there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay.
Doing it for fun.
Yeah. Arcane.
You said you sold Hunter's Mark, and I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Arcanobotany, you going to that one?
Yes, I love my professor.
Okay, so you go to Arcanobotany, and this lesson you are creating habitats for plant life. So you're getting the beds ready for preparing the soil. You're digging everything out. You're talking about what nutrients you want to involve in the soil, and there's a lot of kind of like a homebrew method that you guys are creating with the soil. And I need you to make 3 survival or nature checks.
And is Cadorus in this class?
Cadorus is an Arcanobotany, yes.
Okay, you said nature or survival?
Yep.
Fuck.
Melithorn's in this as well.
So, Cadorus, is this how you build the houses for your little mushroom men?
How'd you do?
11, 10, and 19.
Yeah, they seem to have the same faults as mine. You failed twice. You already have some people coming by and checking out, knocking on it's a little mushroom person just knocking on the mushroom, it falls over.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't want to stay up either.
Yeah, it seems like you have a hard time getting that. You need to make sure
there it is.
structure supports on the side.
Right, just a little bit of
Yeah, well, the
stroking.
shaft needs a good support.
Just just
Could be a red.
They're just
You know what? Build your own damn house.
Have you learned what they're saying yet? Or?
No, but you
Okay,
should
it's
totally
for the best.
teach me.
It's honestly for the best that you haven't
No,
learned
I
it.
really want to know.
No, you really don't want to know.
Making these ungrateful little shits their own houses. Oh man, this house sucks. Fucking make your own house, then, you little shits.
So you have disadvantage on your lab throw.
Yay. Oh, bitches. Well, you know what? It's still better than the one I rolled the last time, so. Brings me up to an 80. Yay.
Okay. This is such a nicer thing for me to have learned. All right.
Huh?
Nanda?
Next up, Voice of the Tempest. This is in a different time frame when this is the only lab that's going on during this time period. Just to check. Are you going first of all? I don't know if you need it or not, but
Nah.
no. Okay. And then for Life and Death and Pyromancy for Beginners, you guys have learned once again that this 10-day you guys are pairing up again. So we'll all work together on this one here. This is Vasti, Cotton, and Farah. You guys are, if you are going, I don't know if you're going.
I'm
Hello,
going.
Professor.
Okay. You are doing 3 insight or survival checks to analyze group tactics and reconnaissance. Because next 10-day, you guys are going out and are going to be going on missions looking for Star Spawn.
3 what checks?
3 insight or survival checks.
I'm bad at both. Oh, I'm
Me
bad at
too.
both of those.
Now I need to do this because Astra's not here.
Oh, I'm not there?
Astra's
you
not
are.
here.
I thought you said that we were all not there. Or we all were there.
Everyone except for Astra is there.
Oh.
Unless I decide to show up.
Yeah, it's up to you, yeah.
Why am I there?
But
For
if,
fun?
This
Because
is
you
your,
have pyromancy.
Yeah,
you guys are
We're
teaming up
together.
with the class.
I mean, you don't have to go to Pyromancy if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'll go. I don't need to because it's 100.
But could it be like a performance check?
No, this one's
Insight
insight or survival,
Or
unfortunately.
survival. Same thing.
But could it be like
12, 13, or 2?
Okay, that's 1 pass for you. What we got over here?
8, 21, and 5.
1 pass for you, and
6, 10, and 14.
1 pass for you. You guys
That's one of each.
smooth oil machine here.
it's your fucking face? Hey, wait,
Professor, is there a way we could do this better? Because I feel like we're not really clicking.
You guys have.
I feel like we suck, Professor. Could we not suck, please?
Professor,
Oh,
we suck so bad.
This is so good.
Professor, you tell me.
Can you help us?
Please.
So Faerun, the Fire Genasi, as well as Valentine, both approach you guys. We're working together, and Faerun goes, "Oh dear, that is
Really, really good?
no, that's not what I was gonna say." Valentine's go. I was gonna say it sucked.
It does label.
Like not my kind either. Like this is bad.
Boo.
What's your kind?
Boo.
When you get older.
She's an adult.
I'm in my 30s.
I'm
Boo.
pretty sure we all know about that kind of sucking.
It's college, buddy. Come on now.
Well,
You
your
suck in
lesson was on
wieners?
vampires, so that's fair.
Huh? Professor? You suck in wieners?
Make it make sense.
I come to suck your cock toast. Some people have hunger,
It was very good.
and some vampires hunger for reading.
I get wieners.
Sucking penis!
New vampire subclass.
Valentine did say he liked meat.
Penis liquor.
Valentine said
Look
meat
at
was his
penis.
favorite food, you know? So we get disadvantage on our lab roll.
That would be correct.
Get disadvantage on this level.
I already have 100. Fuck you.
Speaking of vampire sucking things,
Bitch. Not that it matters. I actually passed this class. We're good. I'm just gonna stick over here with my 98. And my dice jail full of so many dice.
Full of friends.
Full
So
of
many friends.
Full of failures.
Bounce, pogo, 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 pogo.
All right, what we got?
Pogo, jump.
Any grades ready? Anybody increase their grades?
Mine didn't
Vassy?
change because I already had 100.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Farah, anything for you?
no change.
Mine didn't go up
Oh,
because I rolled
no.
like
What
shit,
was your
so
lowest?
98.
My lowest score in the
5.
the class was a 5, yeah, but I rolled a 4.
Okay, and then Cotton, anything for you?
You know, I rolled a 3, so it's just a 98.
Okay, wow, that's a shame. It's still 98.
The sad part was, without the disadvantage, I rolled a 17.
Oh man!
I come to these labs to impress the professors and the deans of Witherbloom. I think I failed this week.
They are impressed by your gumption and your dedication to better yourself, even if you fail to do so.
They're impressed by your audacity.
The audacity of showing up.
Yeah. The sheer audacity of continuing to show your face.
Got him!
Stop it.
She had a really hard childhood. We'll just give it to her.
What? What?
Oh,
I
we
mean-
evolved into madness.
So, for the last
Madness.
lab,
That implies we were anywhere else at some point.
for the last lab, we're going back to magical physiologies.
Let's do it.
And are you guys going, first of all?
Yeah.
Wait, what about history of
Hundred.
magic art?
Did you not skip
We
it?
did that.
What?
I did that.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you did the fucking
The
things
thingy.
with the types of art.
Oh,
That was the lab?
that was the lab?
Yeah.
I thought that was just y'all telling Joe
Oh,
what
was
you
it-
did for art.
Sorry, give me a second.
Oh, true.
Yeah, was that not that wasn't the lab, was
Wait.
it? Is there a lab? Wait.
No, there's no lab for.
Oh, then
for
I'm
that.
crazy. Okay.
Well, that's why we didn't do
I
it.
did everything right. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no. That was one of the ones that I don't have a lab for. The other one being Flame of the Fountain, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate because I share that class with Aurora.
So the last lab that we're going to get to do today is magical physiology. So for this one, you guys are going to the Arithmodrome, and you're going to be doing an elemental battle simulation. Now, here's the deal: the group will have to fight 3 elementals, since you guys collected 3 elemental modes. You will fight a fire elemental, an earth elemental, and an air elemental all at the same time.
Oh boy.
Cakes?
These will actually be created from those motes you collected, and they will be a chronology magic will be attached to it that will actually recreate them. For every elemental that you defeat and don't go unconscious for, you will be given an elemental item of that type.
That's pretty good. Wait,
Each.
Whoa, okay.
There was no group that got all 4 elementals, Billy. There was only one other group that got 3, and that was Shazu's group.
Of course.
So we did really good, guys.
Yeah, most people only got 1,
We did.
which means they only have to fight 1 elemental, but they only get 1 chance.
We did
I know.
good. Here's what we did.
Camera pans over to the Arithmodrome. You guys are all standing there in this blank white space, kind of like the Matrix loading room, right?
Love the Arithmodrome.
And there's a
It's kind of
speaker
creepy.
sound as you hear. All right, next up, Vassie, Astra, Melthorn, Cotton, and Farah. You'll be fighting impressive, a fire, earth, and air elemental.
Honestly, thank God.
I'll take on the fire.
Adrix,
Sounds kind of awful.
Nev, can we set the battle, please? And you see just, it just starts zooming, like they're staying still, but the scene, the setting is just zooming past you, and then you see like stars,
Smoked all that.
and you see planets, and then it zooms by, and all of a sudden you see this gigantic lake, and you guys are on a pier, and then it zooms past again, you guys are on the top of a mountain, and then it zooms past again,
Stop doing that.
and then all of a sudden
Close your eyes, Cotton.
there is this kind of outdoor setting. It seems like you guys are on like a boardwalk,
Are we there yet?
and there's
It stopped.
the pier, and then there's these castle walls past the pier, past the beer,
That's the beer.
past the beer. Has to be about my beer.
Oh, wait,
It fixed itself.
there we go. Yeah, we were out of focus for a moment.
It's okay, John's all smoky and dark over there. So.
Sexy.
Dark and mysterious in his own little corner.
Then it moves one more time,
Yeah.
and you're inside what seems to be a
Come on, Cotton.
yeah, exactly that. He knows my plot. There is these castle walls again, similar stone architecture, and you see what seems to be
stoned
a
architecture.
big wooden like stacks, like what are those called, pallets of wood, right? Making like a big pyre
I love
for a
big
burn,
wood.
right? And so there's this big pyre, and it seems like there's these wooden.
Would you say they erected a stack of wood?
Yeah, definitely erected pyre. And there's these barricades with these like pointed, jagged wooden tips pointing, and it seems like you guys are in some type of fort, is what it looks like. And that's where we're in intersession today.
Nice. Homework.
I rolled initiative.
What?
So, thank you for everybody for tuning in for session 19 of Strixhaven. We'll pick up with this elemental battle next time, and then we'll also get to do our Mage Tower match next time as well. So that'd be really cool. Finish out the 10-day. We got pretty far into the 10-day for the most part.
Made good progress this week.
Yeah, so pretty good progress going on there. So I'm excited for session 20, which will be a couple of battle stuff going on there. Maybe, possibly. If you all
Has it already been 20?
That'll be this is 19. That'll be 20 next time. Wow. Yeah. With that being said, Kat, can you tell us about our sponsors?
Yeah, they're Dice Legion, and then there's also a really cool podcast named Game Master Monday that y'all should check out. Mary was on it like a few weeks ago, maybe 1 week ago. I don't know how time works, but she was, and it was fabulous.
We think.
Probably. Because we're filming this before that.
Did you have fun?
I'm assuming yes.
It sounds really fun. I'm gonna watch it, so you should have watched
I'm
it.
so excited to play it
Yeah.
in my past.
In the past.
Yeah,
I'm excited to remember that I played it.
all right, and then thanks again for tuning in, by the way, for our 1 year anniversary.
Woo!
Yes,
we
we
really should have dressed up for this, anticipated the future and time travel and shit.
Do you think I'm not dressed up?
I mean, I've seen you dressed
I thought I
up
should dress
in like
down.
really ridiculously fancy things, and then we went bowling, and this is not that.
Yeah, and underneath it's just a t-shirt.
Yeah.
2
Bring the
t-shirts.
shirt.
2 t-shirts.
Meow wolf.
Only one is a sweater.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
But the colors are great, though.
They're really good colors.
Thanks. I
It's
like.
popping up good.
I
It's
like
why that
colors.
science
So,
photo is so fucking good.
It has
People are
been
so
so
confused. I
amazing.
posted that so long ago.
It's been a ride, yeah?
It has been a ride. It's been so amazing. We have, when we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, that was really, really
That
cool.
was fun, yeah.
We're past that. That's really awesome. Some amazing people we've met along the way. Some amazing sponsorships that we've gotten to. We've had people reach out to us. We've reached out to people. It has been so great. The community is so amazing. And we literally couldn't have this without you guys saying, this is fun. This is cool.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you guys subscribing. It's why we do it. We love having fun. And you're letting us have fun. So thank you so much.
And if
for
you
that.
want more shit, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment. Mary's going to ask you a question, and you're going to tell her the answer. And then you have to go follow us on Twitter and Mastodon and Hive and Instagram and Facebook. And, we can make even more fun stuff if you, subscribe to us on Patreon and Ko-Fi, because we have one of those now.
Yeah, good.
We've had it for a while, actually, but it's very recent when we filmed this, and, time travel bullshit,
Yeah. So, Mary, what's your question? What is the question for today?
If you were face to face with a elemental, which one could you take in a fight?
Penguin.
The cuddliest
That
of the
can't be the
elementals.
only answer. to the question. There has to
It
be
is the only
other
answer in life.
answers.
The only answer in life is penguin. It is the meaning of life.
I personally think I could take an air elemental in a fight.
I don't
Just get
know.
real high.
That's kind of like an intense tornado.
Yeah,
I could take a fire
I've beat
elemental.
up a tornado.
Look, as a society, we've created
water a
several
lot.
ways to get rid of fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
All you need is a fire extinguisher and a prayer, I
Now,
guess.
can I prep for the fight? Can I build myself a really, really strong
Why you
building?
I didn't ask the question. Mary asked the question. Can we prep?
listen,
That's
listen,
hurricane and tornado and flood rated?
I think I could take an earth elemental, just to be clear. It's called pollution.
We've already won.
I've already took it. Actually, I've been trying to not do that, so people have already done it.
See, I think that.
Take that, Captain Planet, you son of
I think.
My heart, it hurts.
I think if college has taught me anything, is that I can take a water elemental.
Oh. There's really one of you
Kickstand,
who's cats.
kickstand.
Break the tie.
Oh, I was leaning towards water. I swam in high school. I feel really confident. I just feel like in a nice headspace when I go swimming.
I hate being wet though, so I don't know.
Yeah, Sam.
I
Anyway, it
am
sounds
actually
like-
pretty pro being wet.
Sounds like Lizards and Locations thinks they can take a water elemental. Leave in the comments. I want to know. And if preparation, No preparation. Give me all of it. I want to know your prep. Give me
Not the
links.
tip. Not the tip. All of it.
You can,
The whole shaft.
you can give me the tip too, but like get to the point.
Follow it up. I mean,
Yeah,
don't just
No, you can
Don't
edge me a
tease
little
me
bit.
about it.
You can edge me a
No.
little bit.
tease and then follow up.
It's fine. I want to know. Which one could you take in a fight? Not your PC. You.
Because you're amazing and you could take all of them. I know.
You, Greg.
As you can tell,
Grant.
we run a tight ship here.
Grant.
Yeah.
From Game Master Monday.
Jimbo.
Cock toasted.
Jimbo Cocktoastin could beat all of them in a fight.
Yeah,
Jimbo
True.
is an elemental. The cock toasting kind.
true.
Can we
And
roll you?
real.